Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Die Party LA at Night, week number 11. I realize that I have to change some people's cameras around, but we're back after a 2-week hiatus, I guess. Please say something so I know that I'm not alone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
God. Okay.
Hello.
I'm Dr. Maria Jimenez.
You're gonna die alone.
Jimenez.
Damn.
It's Jimenez.
I know
Jimenez.
it is, but Wreckage doesn't.
Look, man, when someone says,
Jimenez.
hey, I might drop for 10 seconds, and I'm like, move, and then I don't move the cameras. That's my fault. So we're good now. We're good now. Hey, everyone. We're back. It's been a while. Shit, we left in the middle of a cliffhanger, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Like
Fuck.
evil bastards.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I just want to apologize in advance for everyone who's watching at home. I have a brand new mixer, and this is the first time I'm running VoIP through it. So if it sounds a little weird, I apologize. I'm trying to level everything out as I can. So we'll have to see how we go. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh my god, hard to
I
pronounce.
cannot work under these conditions, actually.
Rodriguez, right? That's how you say it. So yeah, let's go
I
around.
would give so much money for me to click this, and then it says Jimenez.
No.
No.
That's like saying Portilla.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
how do you think I feel? I'm over in a different country, and I'm like, oh, Reznor. And they're like, what? What's Reznor? I was like, oh, you mean Zheshov?
Not your last name.
Like, wait. Damn it.
Not
Okay,
even
this
close.
is my favorite one. Cryo Brazova, right? Or
Yeah.
Cryo Jobborowski.
What? Do they not know
Words
what
are weird.
phonetics are?
No.
Words
here's,
are
here's the
weird.
thing about Polish language.
It's completely made up.
It's different.
All languages are
God.
completely made up.
W is a V, and a V is a W. A CH is now K-er.
CH is K-er?
Yep, K-er. Wow. Some other shit like that. It's dumb. Anyway, guys, let's go around and introduce all of our thirsty vampires who will be joining us today. Up first, we have the lovely Miss Lavin, being played by Tuesday Gray. How you doing?
Speaking of dumb, I forgot what day it was, but I'm here and I was actually on time, so that's kind of awesome.
Hey, look, if you don't make a mistake, you don't need to tell people about it. Okay?
That's true. Whoops! What was I talking about? I know what I was talking about. That amazing cliffhanger that we left you guys with last time. Let's probably settle that because I'm really anxious to, and I'm probably supposed to say if you want to find any other places, you can do that at /Tuesday Gray. Let's do this. Oh, and also I play Lavin, who is basically a club kid turned vampire, and she's not hating it.
Nice. Up next, we have the doctor who puts the. God, I had this set up. God, now.
Puts the him.
I have a segue set up.
He puts the him in Jimenez.
No. I was gonna-
Get it?
He puts the gym in.
Because he's a boy.
He puts the ethical and non-ethical. Mr. Tuxedomus.
Hey, everybody. I'm excited to be back with the vampires. I hope you are too. I'm Tux. You can find me at the places all Tuxedomus. In case you forgot, I'm here to play Dr. Maria Jimenez, who is a Zamisi, and I can do flesh things. And I'm unconscious right now.
Not exactly.
Basically,
Torpor. Right? Torpor?
right. It's like vampire unconscious.
Well, so we sort of mentioned this last week, but technically the rules say that you are still conscious when you're staked. But I don't like that as much because I've basically always played with it the other way. Like in the entire always forever that I've been doing World of Darkness for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's one of the, like, I get, we're going to go with that you're in torpor, but I guess technically the rules don't say that. So technically that's a house rule now.
Hey, as long as you're consistent, it doesn't matter. Speaking about being forever consistent, let's talk about our next vampire, Mr. Spooty. What up, Spooty Spoot? How you doing?
What's happening? I'm ready to vamp it up like a 90s style vampire. And I'm also in Torpor, I think. Yep. I'm ready to go though. I'm ready to do it. Do it to it.
And last but not least, we have to introduce our storyteller for the session and for the entire game, Mr. Dr. Wreckage. What up, sir? How's your face?
Hi. My face is pretty good. I recently watched Kill la Kill with Tux. It's a good
Tell us
time.
what Kill la Kill is?
It's an
It
anime.
was fantastic.
Oh, so you guys
is.
finished Little Witch Academy,
We did.
Yes.
which
I tried to watch that with them, but I was making too many panty jokes.
like out of
Fair.
1 to 5, where would you put it?
Which one? Little Witch Academia?
Yeah,
On a 1 to 5 scale.
yeah.
Yeah, the only ethically
4.
good
I saw
scale.
4 coming out there.
I would say a 4. Like, it's like a 4. Like,
Sweet.
plenty of room for improvement, but also well executed and good.
So
Yeah,
the
I really liked
perfect-
it.
So not the perfect anime.
No, Kill la Kill is like a 4.99 repeating.
Ooh.
Like,
I would agree. Kill la Kill is amazing.
which we've always
It
thought.
sets out to be a joke, but ends up becoming its own joke. It's the best type of anime.
It's a great anime. And me and
Speaking about
Tux.
good anime, did anyone watch the Death Note Netflix movie?
No,
No.
because I
No.
love Death Note, and I'm afraid that it's going to do
Okay,
weird
here's,
shit to
let me
Death
just
It
Note.
is.
let me
It's
just tell,
bad.
let me just tell you something about this, right? It's bad, but it is not Death Note. If you were thinking that it's going to be Death Note, it is not Death Note. Okay, I mean it's like imagine if a movie just happened to have a Death Note in it. Right? It's not Death Note. Okay,
Right.
It's not.
See, Death Note is only my second ever anime, really, and I'm afraid I
think-
just
I
don't.
think
It's precious
everyone's
to me.
Second ever anime, right? Like, you know, like I think that it was my second ever anime. So
Really?
It was, yes.
Was
My
it
first-
anyone else's here? Now that
No.
we've totally taken Wreckage's.
It was like
I've never
Like-
heard of it.
it was like 30th for me. I mean,
Okay.
tops.
What did
Okay.
you watch
Like-
before then?
30 other anime.
Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Gundam. It's hard to
Okay,
get.
You
Does
no, I'm not
Voltron
done.
count as an anime?
No,
Probably not.
maybe I don't know. Was it originally made in Japan? I don't even
Yes.
know. Then yes,
so.
it does.
Huh.
Voltron's before my time.
No, there's a Voltron out now.
Is there?
And I'm wondering if that counts as anime. Yeah, brand new Voltron. They're coming out with the 4th
Naruto, Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, you lost me in Naruto and then you regained me at Cowboy Bebop. So like,
Hey, Naruto was great when I was 12.
he stirs
No,
the ramen
it
with a
wasn't.
Rasengan. Okay, fuck
It
you.
was never good. Even
No.
child me hated it.
Okay, well, whatever. When I was 12, ninjas running around shooting energy balls at each other was amazing. So, whatever.
I get honestly the thing that ruined Naruto for me as a child, and I think for probably even most people, is that the dub chose a horrible voice actor for Naruto.
Believe it.
I mean, for someone someone who says annoying things and has an annoying catchphrase, you know, you don't also want to double down on that with an annoying voice. I think, and unless he's supposed to be the butt of the joke, which he isn't. Like, so yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Anyway, so anime is happening, and Dave's eating an onion or something.
apple?
An apple. A Granny
apple,
Smith, unless
dude.
I
I've
miss my
never-
guess.
Well, the color on Zoom is bad, so it just looked like a white ball, and I'm like, what is a white ball?
I will
That is
He's
admit,
into raw
it is-
onions.
it is a very white green apple, but it is
Yeah, it
a
is.
green apple.
Okay, anyway. Who eats an onion? Dave, in my head canon. So, 2 weeks ago, our heroes. Man, what a time! What a time to be a undead in LA. They found a spooky mausoleum that had a spooky secret base in it, and while they were Scooby-Dooing it up in that secret base, the owners came back and they hid like some 80s horror movie. And then it turned out there were like 15 dudes, and they threw Amethyst down on a table and she was staked, and like none of them were even hurt, and that didn't send up any red flags for our heroes.
No, it did.
Despite an hour and a half of cautiously not doing anything, ultimately decided to kick the door in really awesomely, like breaking this dude's back in half. But then it turned out that these people have magic stakes, and now 3 of our party are staked and unconscious with 2 more magic stakes in the air. However, the stakes worked by one of the guys who could steal blood, and they killed that guy. Yes, Tux.
So the stakes are in the air, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be able to say we could feel them coming in the air tonight.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Are they high up in the air? Like, is it a high stakes situation?
You know what? I give it to Brian because I thought that's what you were going to say.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's also where I thought you were going.
You could say that they magically raised the stakes.
The stakes are high.
There you go.
Stakes are high. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can we forget this happened though?
You guys are in house rule torpor, so you can forget whatever the fuck you want.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
So the guy who can steal your blood and give it to the other person, which magically stakes you, is dead. However, in the 5 vampires now have 3 casualties against like 15 sin eaters, only having killed like 3 of them. So,
oh, to be fair, one of them,
the ratio's been bet.
Gave him the blood, just like spat into his open cupped hand.
Brian was very cool.
That's right.
Very reckless.
I looked very fucking cool doing that.
He did, and there was a comedic payoff. Like, I imagine that the music was all very tense and the lighting was like blars, and he was like, "Oh, thanks," and then you fell over. Like,
yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? Whenever someone gets captured in a TV show or a movie, and they always do that thing where they're just like, "Fuck you," and they spit in their face, and the guy's like, "I wish you hadn't have done that, because now I'm gonna have to beat you within an inch of your fucking life." Like, that's what that is. You escalate. You brought a fucking gun to a knife fight, and then he pulled out a machine gun. You know, like,
yeah.
That's what that was.
Some other things, just to keep our players abreast of the situation. Lavin used her Melpomene to tell Rodney everything that's happening, and then we all laughed as it dawned slowly on Tuesday that she chose the person who hears voices in his head to magically send voices in his head.
That could go one of 2 ways. One,
Yeah.
the voice in his head is actually just Lavin. And rule number 2, or the way number 2, it's a new voice. And he has several voices in his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
We may never know.
We'll see.
Yeah. Rodney's dead.
Yeah.
Dave has 3 tentacles summoned.
I do.
He has
It did come out wrong before he finished it. Yeah.
Didn't know where you were going to go with that. I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, he's going to talk about how it's my turn right now. And all that shit is like, has 3 tentacles summoned. Like,
yeah, I'm just keeping you guys up on the situation. He's cast Shroud of Night on the pack that are surrounding the probably the leader, but also importantly the one who has magic stakes. You've commanded, you've implied to Gambit that he shouldn't participate in the fight, so he has been hiding, and no one has seen him.
also, I have a fat ass worm tentacle, and the other two are normal.
That does sound like a personal.
He has
issue,
extra.
but-
He has extra girth. You know, he's the big one. He's a big boy. I think wreckage just fell off the face of the planet.
You were oversharing.
All right.
So you dipped.
Let's roll a die to see who is the storyteller now.
Okay.
On a 1, it's Tux. 2, Tuesday. 3,
Okay.
me, and 4, it's
Hi,
Brian.
I'm back.
Okay, we
Okay.
don't have to roll it anymore. So.
Oh, too
What are you guys gonna roll?
That means it's Tux. Tux is now the GM, the story master.
All right. The stakes all shatter
Nice.
as we find out that the other person, the stake lady, had a heart attack.
Sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, abruptly.
Yep.
That
It
happens
happens.
as immortals, you know. So.
Yeah. That just randomly happens.
Yeah.
So those of us that are staked stand up.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Rodney bursts through the window.
Okay.
There's no way to.
Well, you see, Rodney
Terrible
used.
GM. Everyone take over again.
They're underground.
I was just about to say, Rodney uses his new powers to make a window.
Underground.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Underground.
Underground.
Otherwise known as a
window
tunnel.
making. It's the window making power.
You dig a
Yeah.
hole. You dig a really long hole, and then you put glass there. It's a window.
And then
It's
you
a
break
window.
through it.
And
And,
then you break through it.
and he has five virgins in tow, and so we're all gonna feed, and it's
Great.
gonna be delicious.
Great.
Virgin specifically, huh, Lavin?
Yeah, specifically because the legend says they taste better.
He has
so.
5 victims, 4 of them are virgins, but he's not going to tell us which one.
It's
isn't.
just like that quote from What We Do in the Shadows. You would just enjoy your sandwich more if you know nobody had fucked it first.
Yeah.
That.
Well, so speaking
shut
of
up.
fucked sandwiches,
You make a great point, Tuesday. You make a great fucking point.
so if you haven't seen the movie What We Do in the Shadows, go watch it because that's what that's from.
Yeah, that's
Um,
amazing.
I'm trying to make sure that there aren't any other tactical things that I need to remind you guys of before we go right back into combat.
Did you think? Did you hear
so-
my big fat tentacle?
Yeah, you have one of them that's stronger.
Yeah.
Yep,
I call him Fatty.
that's pretty good.
Clever.
Oh, there was a guy who had rock.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the individual. You haven't seen most of these guys use powers. You've seen 4 powers actually be used, which is the magical stakes, the guy who can make you bleed, the guy who turned into rock, and another guy who's appearing and disappearing.
That's right. There's an invisible dude. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But he also didn't look like he was enjoying the situation at all. Not exactly hyped for battle.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do believe it is my turn. I remember because you're like, all right, let's end here. And I'm like, can I at least have my turn? And you're like, no, next week.
I think he's right.
I think,
I think that was a thing.
I'm pretty sure it was a thing because I remember being like all bummed out because I had a plan.
Because you were going to use your tentacles, yep.
No, it was Lavin's turn, and I'll tell you how I know that.
Oh.
Because what we ended on was Maria being staked, which happened as Maria's turn was ending.
Right. Yeah, because I killed Blood Dude, and then
killed
immediately after it was like, thook.
Right, because he had gotten your blood, thrown it into the blackness, and then you were like, yeah. Or actually, what he had done, just to remind people, he had thrown the dagger. It had cut you, but embedded itself on the wall, and that's when we learned that there's somebody who's invisible walking around because he retrieved the dagger and brought it back to what's her face. So, Lavin.
So speaking of what's her face is still here.
Yes, but she's
who
also.
else? Who else?
There are sort of a bunch of nameless and not particularly interesting people who've been stabbing you.
Okay.
And then there's a group of people who went over to defend this leader And they're all enshrouded by blackness. Like the people on that half of the room are in Shroud of Night. So you can't see them any more than they can see you.
Okay. So is she pretty much all I can lay eyes on?
You can't see her at all.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, because that entire half of the room is now encased in shadow.
Gotcha. Who's staked of my buddies is closest to me?
That would be Braden.
Okay. I'm going to go over there and yoink that. Yoink.
Gentle.
Okay. So that is a wits occult roll.
Okay. Wits
at difficulty 9.
Occult. Holy
It was 7 for me.
fucking 9. Holy shit cakes. Okay.
That's not fail.
No, it was 9, and you used a willpower to succeed automatically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Congrats. Good job.
Hey!
All right. Lavin, especially, you realize that pulling this stake is not a matter of actually pulling it out. It's about breaking a spell.
Okay.
So just like with Maria, who intuited it more, it shatters in your hand. And on the next turn order, Brian will regain consciousness.
Okay.
Nice.
As the stake is shattered.
Yeah, so I just kind of see that crumble and like, what the heck? And then I bother to reach down and like slap him. Brayden?
Ow!
He's not conscious yet.
Yeah,
I'm not conscious
slapped
yet.
I slapped him anyway.
All right, well, he's slapped.
And then I'm gonna do a little
Take 1 bashing damage, Braden.
Also, remember that some of you have your physical traits buffed. I don't know if you put them on your dots or whatever, but yeah.
I did.
Okay.
And I made a note.
Great.
Oh no, I just pumped 2 in dex. That's it. Not strength.
Is anyone else's character sheets broken?
In what way?
My mental knowledges and virtues are gone.
Mine are there.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, they're there, but it's... okay. The formatting was messed up. Okay, we're good. We're good. Never mind.
Everything's fine. Okay, nothing's on fire. Alrighty then. So 11, good turn. What about Dave?
All right, so I got 3 tentacles, and how many dudes are around me?
Let's see. With Simon dead, it would be 4.
Okay. So, I want to, and how many of them are in the hole? Goddamn, I'm sorry. I sent out a tweet, and now everyone's tweeting. So, how many of them are in the blackness?
None of those people. The 4 people near you are all not in the blackness.
Okay.
Because the 4 people on your side of the room are the side of the room that you said you didn't want the blackness on. Okay. So none of them are.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess 3 tentacles on those guys.
So to confirm, I mean, not that you would have any reason not to, but the lifeless body of Simon you will let go of.
Is there any reason why I wouldn't do that? Can I make like some sort of like perception roll? I mean,
fuck no, you can't.
I know what's going to happen as a player, but I want to know if there's like
nothing's going to happen.
As a detective, am I noticing anything odd about his
corpse? No. It's magic, by the way, so you could be the biggest detective in the fucking world and you wouldn't have any idea.
Motherfucking Sherlock Holmes can look through a magic trick.
No, he can't. Sherlock Holmes only ever dealt with the real world. He used deductive reasoning, which requires you to assume that there aren't fantastical explanations. He often says, presuming that magic is not involved, or some other supernatural confoundry, then the only logical conclusion is that fuck your mother.
Okay. All right. So 3 tentacles
Anyway.
on those dudes.
Sure. So that means you need to make those 3 rolls.
Which one? I
Uh,
believe it was strength plus brawl, right?
it is right, but they don't have a brawl stat. So it's just their strength stat, which is your strength stat, except for one of them has 1 more. So it should be...
Okay. Does that include my buff strength?
No, because you summoned the tentacles before buffing your stat.
Did I?
Yep.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I buffed my strength to kick the door in.
That seems right. I think we were all buffing our shit up before that happened.
You had buffed yours to something, I thought.
Yeah, I put 2 dots into my strength.
Oh no, that's why I'm confused. It's not, their strength and dex are not equal to your strength; they're equal to your obtenebration rating.
Plus my potence,
Mm.
which is 4. Okay. So I need to find something with 4 points in it.
No, I think you only added potence to the 1. That's why it's bigger.
No, every single one gets potence, but I get an extra strength dot because of the blood rating I put into it. I'm looking it up right now.
Strength or dexterity by 1 to extend its length. Right. So you spent the blood point to increase its strength by 1.
Yes. So one of them rolls 5, the other 2 roll 4. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So stamina is 2, so I'll add +2 then +3. Difficulty 6?
It's a versus roll, so it's whichever one of the
So
between
difficulty
your...
6?
Yes.
So that's a 2. A normal.
Noise.
That's another 2. And this is the buff daddy.
Sure. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So first bad guy. 2.
Great. Wait, he has 6 defense. Okay. I thought these guys were
No,
basic.
he rolls
This is-
strength brawl.
Oh my god, tentacles are trash.
Oh
That's what I'm saying, man. Tentacles are fucking so dumb.
my god.
Whatever. This game is just the worst.
All right. So, well, the thing is, the tentacles get stronger as your obtenebration gets stronger, and other people
but I
still
have-
get their strength brawl.
But I have to fucking. I have to do something about that, and it costs points and whatever.
And also, if they succeeded, those people would just be out of the fight. So it's a very powerful skill that doesn't always land. The one that the 5 strength one takes some damage as that 4 successes resists.
Wait,
but-
how does he take damage on my turn?
It takes damage from he succeeded against it so well that it takes damage. But it still has plenty of, it just takes some bashing. It's fine.
So if I defend good enough against someone who attacks me in this game, I can do damage to it?
In a grapple check. Because, grappling is, fondling each other up and everything.
Ready? That's a new one I've never heard, but okay. All right, and then for my turn, I want to try and remove the stake from Amethyst.
You can't.
Why not?
Amethyst is in the black cloud.
Why is she
So
in
you
the black
don't
cloud?
actually, because she was right next to you put the black cloud on her.
All right, well then I'll do it on Maria.
All right. Wits Occult, difficulty 9.
I've seen people do this already, twice.
It's not Yeah, but it's breaking a spell. It has absolutely nothing to do with seeing how it's done. Which is something that you could be aware of, and if you don't want to make that decision still, you're allowed to not make that decision.
Oh,
You can do something else if you want.
If I frenzy, at what level of blood?
You mean like from hunger?
Mm-hmm.
Let me check. That's not something we've done before.
If Maria Play-Doh's a dude, then they can just kill him and he'll reform back into his normal shape. Because cocooning when a Sin Eater dies brings them back to their point of actual first death.
Under a few extreme circumstances, like if you cut their head off and you don't put it back in the cocoon, like in range, like if you walk away with the head or something, then they can't go back. But if all of them is still there to be...
My head.
Everything has to be there, basically. Well, within reason, I guess. So.
Yeah, within and very close too. Like you can, if it's just rolled like a couple feet away, the Sin Eater's fucked.
I'm gonna start cutting off heads.
Yeah.
You don't know any of that.
You don't know any of that.
You don't know any of that.
So
My machete knows all about that.
So what does that look like, buddy?
I'm still reading the hunger rule or finding them, honestly, because I have the sunlight ones, and I don't know where hunger is. Because this game doesn't keep everything in the same place.
Okay. Well,
no, don't worry about it. Just let's hold on a second. Hold on a second.
right. Keep holding.
And
Hold.
it tells me what the difficulty of not frenzying is when hungry, and doesn't say what the threshold for being hunger. Yes, you can even complete the sentence, because we all know at this point what this book is like, and it doesn't even link to where that would be. Let's try hungry in Control F.
I feel like I asked the wrong question if we want to play this game. Frenzy 121 1297. 297 and 299. Mechanics affecting 132, 133, 134. Resisting and controlling 120, 131, 314, and 315. There you go. Books, man.
So
How's them local sports teams, huh?
they're sporting it up.
Oh yeah.
They're
heard
throwing
they had
a
big
ball.
game.
And
See that
yeah.
ludicrous display last night?
I always try to rush it in.
Okay, so hunger was not on any of those pages, but it is on, I think. God, it doesn't use the word hunger here, but I'm going to go with it. 2 or less.
Yay!
And what do I do with that? I roll.
So when you have 2 or less, certain things start to make you make frenzy checks. The smell of blood, the sight of blood, which there is tons of here. Mm-hmm. So you would start making frenzy checks, which would be difficult to pass. If you fail, then you just attempt to feed on all of these guys. You'll lose all sort of self-control about it. It's important to note that whereas when you are fear frenzying, you do everything you can to preserve yourself. When you are hunger frenzying, you lose all concept of self-preservation.
Okay. Well, keep in mind I'm at 3 blood, so.
Okie doke.
All right. Well, let's make this fucking roll then. What's the call?
So you're gonna go for the to free Maria.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okie doke. What's a cult?
Would you say that this is Daredevil?
No.
I'm never gonna use this fucking goddamn.
Daredevil literally says outside of combat.
Yeah, I'm not doing combat things. I'm
Right.
doing dangerous things, but it's not in combat.
Yeah, it's in combat. You're doing.
I think you have to play Danger Zone before you make the roll for it to count.
So
I did read that
I
once,
completely
actually.
fail this, and Maria is now permanently dead. Thumbs in the eye. Thumbs in the eye 3 times over.
I can't even conceive of how this could botch. So it's just a fail. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to be like, you're trying to pull it out, but you only pull out half of it, and you also do it badly, and it goes right into your heart, and then you're still.
You fall on top of it as it's sticking out.
So now it's staking both of us.
Yeah,
but I can't turn this into a botch. So it's just a failure.
More sin eaters come into the room.
20 more.
I mean, there are some upstairs that haven't shown up yet because it's been mere seconds.
Bah humbug.
Speaking of sin eaters, there are so many still alive. Shroud of Night lasts a scene or until canceled, right?
Yeah.
Try to even though it's I think all powers just last because it doesn't fucking say, but that's fine. We'll just assume that it lasts until the end of the scene. Like one guy with his hands out in front of him, like he's trying to find a light switch in a dark room, like trips his way out of the cloud, and is very clearly disoriented and like on the ground, sort of vomiting.
Don't they have to make courage rolls here, Wreckage?
For what?
Mortals and
For
animals
courage.
surrounded by Shroud of Night.
They are not mortals.
Well, they're not unmortals.
No, they're not mortals. Just like werewolves. Werewolves have a cool power that we haven't dealt with because we've never encountered werewolves. But when they transform, any mortals that see that transformation lose their minds, run away, and then forget it ever happened. But anybody who's not a mortal doesn't count for that. So sin eaters included can remember a werewolf transformation. There's this whole oeuvre of powers that whether or not you're immortal affect you.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sexual.
Lavin and Dave.
Why do you keep calling me Dave? I have a character name.
Because it's also a DA. It's very hard to remember. Damien. Damien and Lavin, you are both getting knifed. Please make an appropriate stamina soak roll twice, each of you.
Okay. Looking for soak. Where is that soak?
Jesus.
I see stamina. I don't see soak.
How many times, Wreckage?
3 lethal.
How many times, Wreckage? How many times are we rolling?
Twice. You received 3 lethal.
Do I just like not have soak?
Can I
No, you-
spend
It's-
3 blood right now to block all of that incoming?
Yes, but you will be empty and almost certainly frenzy.
That's cool. I'd rather be frenzying than incapacitated. So, you know.
You maybe don't. Maybe that's a decision. It might not be the best decision.
It's a decision.
So
I'm
stamina
making.
survival.
You are making that decision, right? So
Would lethal really put you into incapacitated?
3 more lethal. He's taken a lot of damage so far.
But it doesn't have to be aggravated for you to go down.
To torpor, they need to be full lethal, and then full aggravated is
Death.
yeah. Because with humans, full bashing is unconscious. Full bashing is just unconscious. So full lethal is enough to torpor a vampire. Let me double check that.
Dudes, what do I click for soak?
Stamina.
Down the bottom there, you just put attribute stamina and then nothing else in your ability.
Oh, nothing in the other one. Got it. Roll. There's one, and here comes the next one.
Nice.
Sweet. I saw that dagger and I was like, whatcha? Whatcha? Just like that. True story. And then I added a just for the effect.
It's a good effect.
Look cool.
Yeah. It'll work.
Yeah, no, you take no damage at all.
Sweet.
All right. So Dave spends his blood, which puts him into absolutely no.
Well, technically, I can only spend 2, so that would put me at.
Oh, so you're only spending 2.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you only have to spend 1 to not go into torpor. If you really want to edge it out.
Yeah, but they've got another 5 fucking turns before we have another go, so.
Well, only these guys have been hurting you. The other ones have been protecting what's-her-face and are stuck in the cloud. So you would probably get another turn before anything even happened. It's your call.
So, what is the
2 or 1
slashes again?
Those are bashing.
They're bashing?
They're completely irrelevant at this point. Well, bashing is always completely irrelevant for a vampire, honestly. It's just the reason why bashing is relevant is because if you have full bashing, more bashing becomes lethal. So you can still be punched to death as a vampire is the point. So are you spending 1, 2, or 3 blood to negate damage here? Just the 1?
I'll spend 2.
You'll spend 2. All right, so you have 1 blood left. That does still mean that you'll make a frenzy check here.
I mean, I would have made a frenzy check regardless. So.
Yeah, because you go down to 2. But you get increasing penalties for how little blood you have.
Oh, look, as far as I'm concerned, if I can fuck these nerds up with a frenzy, then maybe we'll walk out again.
All right. So, fuck me, man. Okay. So you have sight of blood, but you don't have taste of blood. So it is going to be difficulty 6. All right. So,
Yeah, the tentacles stay up. They only go down if I'm torpored. So.
yeah, they have no reason to go away. Just because
They technically have a mind of their own, but
he commands them though. So when he frenzies, he will be commanding them to do frenzy stuff. But like they'll still be there. There is. It's been a while. We're definitely coming back into all of these gazillion rules.
Is it not willpower or humanity?
So it's a self-control check.
Okay, so
it's at difficulty 6. Because you have sight of blood.
0 successes.
All right,
God
you
damn.
frenzy.
Those rolls, man.
Okay,
It's
I
on
passed
now.
the roll, but then I roll a 1 because it's a D10 system and the swingy as fuck.
But it's just you.
Yeah, you roll a lot of ones, like disproportionately high
Like
number.
all the time.
So, oh my god.
All right, so Damien frenzies from hunger. Damien, you've frenzied once before, and you've seen someone else frenzy. You have frenzied from fear of fire, and you have seen someone frenzy from anger. And this is now a totally different thing. You see blood, and you are so hungry that the world just turns red. And for all intents and purposes, you black out.
Okay.
However, everyone else, Damien bares his fangs, starts growling, and plunges his face into the body of Simon. We've heard his name.
Is he the blood boy?
The blood guy.
Yeah.
And just starts like not even efficiently draining him, but like tearing him apart.
Great.
Lavin, Damien is tearing apart Simon.
There's a bit of an echo from someone. I'm not sure who.
I can hear myself, but I don't know who's transmitting it.
I was muted. Let me mute again. See if you guys can.
La 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 la. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I don't know why.
I'm echoing.
I can't.
Yep. When you're muted, I don't hear it anymore.
I was hearing it a little while ago, and I thought I was muted at the time. But
Anyway, I don't hear it, so.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's just got his face in the blood boy, huh?
It is your turn. Damien's just going to town on this
He's
body.
oh, good lord! And I still can't see. I'm not going to be able to see the other half of the room, right? Because
Yeah, that's plunged in. I mean, there's still 4 knife dudes like right next to you. You've freed Braden, who will be able to act after you. Like he's slowly coming into consciousness.
Okay. I don't want any part of this frenzy business. I feel like instinctively I would know, like, holy shit, that's a bad scene. I'm gonna go pull the stake out of Maria if I can.
All right.
Let's see, that was something in a cult. Was it wits in a cult?
It's wits in occult, difficulty 9.
What's
If you've done it once before, do you have to? It's still the same thing.
I probably would have lowered the difficulty for her, but I'm gonna like keep it flush considering Dave's botched attempt.
Poopy.
it ain't happening.
Yeah, it doesn't go. But if you're very upset about this frenzy thing, I would let you use your movement to potentially drag Maria into the cave.
Okay.
if you wanted. Like, you could move her if you wanted to do that. You don't have to.
Yeah, because he's frenzying. He doesn't even know that he has buddies at this point. So yeah, I would definitely like to do that.
All right.
I got you, Maria.
Braden,
Yes.
you wake up in the same room that you were in before. Several people are dead who weren't dead, including one guy who is being devoured by, like, Damien losing his fucking mind. Clearly beyond control, as you've seen him before. This is different, though. Definitely not fear, not anger, just like a starving dog.
Okay. And did I see Laven pull Maria out of the room?
That's probably like, if you get man, what's a great example? Half-Life opposing force in the opening cinematics after you've crash landed the plane, and you get brief flashes of like war scenes and people being dragged into rooms and like chest compressions and stuff. Like that's basically what you come up on is Lavin's dragging Maria into that cave.
Okay. So you say that Damien is like a rabid dog. If I throw an object the opposite direction of the cave, would that distract him in any way? Like if I rolled around in some blood and throw it, would it distract him and he would go after it?
You have no concept. But the rabid dog description was purely descriptive.
Well, I understand that. But because it's descriptive and he looks like a rabid dog, I'm going to think, wow,
there are several
this guy.
Actual bodies filled with blood, like at his feet. So it would be
okay,
interesting.
Then what I'll do, instead of picking up a stick, I will pick up one of the bodies and throw it towards the steak lady.
So that's all in black, and you don't know anything about what's going on over there. That half of the room is just a cloud of blackness, and since you were unconscious during it, you don't actually know what's going on over there.
Okay, I can't just throw it towards the cloud of blackness?
You could do, but you wouldn't know that you were throwing it at the steak lady.
Okay, that's fine. I'll throw it towards the cloud of blackness. And then I will moonwalk my way into the cavern.
Sure. Why don't you roll manipulation, empathy, to see if that actually catches Damien's attention. It'll be difficulty 7.
Okay. Just trying to find empathy. There it is. And you said difficulty 7?
Correct. He's very into eating this guy.
Yeah, well, he's super into eating the guy that I just threw.
Can't be that into eating him. He's a fucking sin eater, and they taste like shit to vampires. So.
It's true, and that's also why it's difficulty 7 and not like difficulty 9.
Well, I got two successes because I don't roll shit, unlike some people in this party.
You can't actually call for a difficulty 10 roll, to my understanding. Like 9 is the highest difficulty I'm allowed to call for.
And you've done it so much already.
All right, so 2 successes. I throw the body.
Sure. You huck the body, and, on the off chance that this doesn't taste like shit, Dave goes careening into the blackness.
Can you just start saying Damien, please? There's a separation between myself and my character, okay?
It's been 2 weeks! I'm not in it!
But you've got everyone else's names, man.
Nobody else's name is so close to their actual name, except for Brian's, and I have called him Brian several times.
He does repeatedly call me Brian.
Because they're similar.
All right, so I hug the thing. Damien goes bounding after it, and I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I literally moonwalk, like Michael Jackson, through the kicked-in door towards the cavern.
All right, I'm going to need you to roll dexterity expression to successfully moonwalk.
I pumped my dexterity to 5, so I'm fucking ready for this shit.
Right. So, dexterity expression.
What's the difficulty?
It's 6. I mean, moonwalking is hard, but it's not very hard.
God damn it, come on.
So you do like other people do when they try and moonwalk. No, you got a -1. Yeah, you do that thing where people like try and moonwalk, but they don't actually do a real moonwalk.
Right, yeah.
Right. It's a shitty, white, nerdy moonwalk.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Pretty much what you would expect.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect for Braden.
The best part
and I go,
about it is that
and I
literally
slip
no one
through the
can
door.
see it because of the inky blackness too.
Yeah.
No, there's still 4 dudes that are totally, completely fine, like, who are alive on your side of the blackness as you guys
Oh,
treat
fucking,
me.
we don't
My
have
side
a
of
we
the
don't have a
blackness
door.
Is the blackness wreckage? Okay. As it turns out.
And they did also just see this guy going crazy, and they do as much to shout it. The Shroud of Night blocks.
Audio as well.
I mean, it just gives a penalty to audio. It doesn't make them deaf.
No, it literally makes them blind, deaf, and dumb. Let's see. It masks all light, muffles sounds until they're indistinguishable. Those within the clouds lose all sight and sense of feel as though they've been immersed in pitch. Sound also warps and distorts within the cloud, making it nearly impossible to accomplish anything.
+2 difficulty as per blind fighting. So muffles and warp sound, not deaf.
Making
but
it
they still
nearly impossible. That's what it says right there.
to accomplish anything, +2 difficulty as per blind. So the rule is they get +2 to hear and see things, or +2 difficulty to hear and see things. So also any communication they try and make, whereas it would normally just succeed, they have to make a perception check to hear each other, to see each other, etc. So the 4 guys who are on this side and saw Damien go crazy, as Damien went crazy, they started shouting, "One of them's losing their fucking minds. We got to get the fuck out of here. Put him down like a fucking dog." Then Braden throws the body into the pitch, and Damien goes charging after it. And they're like, "Guys, get the fuck out of there. He's in there with you." Let's see if anybody even hears that.
And you're making the assumption that they're not also losing their mind inside of the blackness, trying to work out what the fuck is going on. It's also that.
As they are not mortals, they actually don't lose their minds in any way.
Well,
But
I mean, just like how those other guys are fucking freaking out, they should be freaking out to a degree as well.
the thing about, you chose the right half of, kind of. You chose the right half of the group because the ones that went to go guard the leader are probably the most level-headed and combat savvy. Okay. So they're you effectively took the best Sin Eaters not out of the fight, but they haven't been seeing what you guys have been doing. And so, it was a good call. Let's see if anybody hears anything.
They heard my sweet Michael Jackson impersonation. They were like, "Fucking MJ's here, guys."
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit.
I'm having him sign my red leather jacket.
Apparently, I'm also just a really good roller as a GM because with 4 dice at difficulty 8, I got 2 successes.
Yeah, of course you did.
It could only have, even if it had been difficulty 9, I still would have succeeded. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But all that means is that they heard that. Let's not panic.
You want to throw me a new character sheet record real quick?
It won't be the first time that it hasn't been the first time that Damien's been in danger. It won't be the last. So they hear that, and the response is that 2 of the dudes, one dude bolts out towards you guys and is not looking at you guys, but backing away from the black cloud. Another guy, you hear running up the tunnel out. He's like, "Fuck this." He breaks and runs. The lady said, starts shouting, Jerome! Jerome! Get them in the fucking cave!
I mean, okay. For some reason, I'm just imagining this cloud a lot harder to get out of than just like a head in one direction, right?
If you just head in a direction, you're going to fall out of it. But like, it's not a maze. It's just a space
It's
where
kind of
there's
like how you get turned around in a fucking forest all the time, right? You know, there are powers in this game that do that, and I thought this was one of them. But
If it was bigger, probably, but it's only like a 5-foot thing, isn't it?
no, it's like 10 feet in diameter. It's fucking enormous.
It's half the room. But it's also, there is nothing in the power that says they have difficulty leaving it. It is a static, stationary thing that while they're in it, it does the thing. It's not forests. It's not like they can get out of it accidentally if they're moving. If it's much larger, then and if the space was different, like if this was a football field or something, and it was like twice as big, they might stagger around in it, because people curve when they walk and when they're blind. But in this space, they hit up against a wall and just start going, and then all of a sudden they're out of it right away. But I mean, there's still, most of them are in it. The Jerome is going to try and follow orders, but he isn't out of the cloud, so he is going to attempt to leave it on the correct side as opposed to accidentally, and that will be a perception roll. That's not right.
Why is he rolling so many dice?
No, yeah, that was completely wrong. That's correct. I put 8 as the pool mod instead of 8 as the difficulty. So he had 8 additional dice instead of rolling at difficulty 8. So Jerome walks out of the cloud. And this is something that Braden, Lavin, and unconscious Maria would see. Jerome is the rock guy. Okay. And he's still holding the stone slab from the table that Amethyst tried to hit him with and that he caught, and then Amethyst was knocked out. And with you guys in the cave, he bull charges at the door frame and slams the stone table slab there, closing the door.
Someone just followed called Morty Meat Shield. I don't know. That's pretty good. Oh, jeez, Rick. Anyway.
So with Lavin and Braden and Maria in the cave, Maria unconscious, Amethyst unconscious in the room with Damien frenzying, that's where we'll take our top of the hour break. And we'll come back and finally, hopefully, see the resolution of this conflict.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
I'm about halfway through making my new character, so Wreckage, can you buy me a bit more time before you introduce my new guy, please?
What did they think of Braden's Michael Jackson impersonation?
They didn't even notice.
God damn it.
Because there was a blood-drunk, frenzying vampire feet from them.
Damien's always stealing Braden's thunder.
Oh, always.
I'm fucking sorry. I had very little options to me. It was either go unconscious or potentially give you guys something else other than a dead body to drag around. So,
Well,
Yeah.
bought you a. I mean, he's bought you guys
Something.
something. So you guys are on the other side of this stone slab of a door, and there's it's like thud, thud, explosion, like muffled gunshot, like some dirt falls from the ceiling, like crazy shit's going on the other side of this door. Lavin, it's your turn. Do you want to make another attempt at freeing Maria?
That is exactly what I would like to do. I did want to ask. So we probably heard that lady saying drum drum, and then we saw him throw the slab. Like I assume it's not too dark in here.
He
He blocked us in here, basically, right?
Yeah, he bull charged it.
how
He didn't
big is
throw
this
it.
fucking slab? Because I imagine this door to be like fucking old church doors.
Oh no, it wasn't an old church door. This was like a jail. Like this was like a normal 6-foot door.
Remind me.
It was
Difficulty is
iron with
9.
bars. Yeah, like and yeah, you didn't kick a church door into that room and only hit one guy. You kicked a normal door into the room and only hit one guy. Maria, you wake up.
Oh,
You're in the cave. There's the sound of combat, but the door is clogged with a big stone slab.
What happened? Where are we? What happened?
Damien is frenzying, and they just like locked us in some rock. I don't know.
I did a sweet Michael Jackson impersonation. It was amazing.
Oh, Brayden.
That's we'll deal with that later. I'm gonna run to the thing and try to push it open.
No. Oh, God, no. I don't know if we should do that.
But Damien's out there.
Well, I know, but he's...
And Amethyst.
But listen...
They're both out there.
But listen, Amethyst is covered in darkness. Braden is frenzying. I've seen him frenzy before. Like, he's in there fucking shit up. I know he is.
But-
Like, it seems like, considering two
Wilhelm
of the three of
screamed
us...
from the other side of the door.
Considering two of the three of us just had stakes to our fucking hearts, I feel like this might be the safest place for us right now.
What? Damien.
Maria,
Yes.
there's a sticky note on the stone door in front of you.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yes, there's a sticky note on the stone door in front of you. It says, there's an exit behind you, and then a little dash and an R.
What the fuck?
Rodney.
I like the idea that in this world everything is worse because it's a world of darkness.
I knew it.
But the glue-
I knew he was.
But the glue on the fucking post-its, oh my god, it is the stickiest shit known to man. Like it's the type of stuff, like you put it on a window and it leaves residue behind because of how sticky it is.
Yeah, these are name brand Post-its.
Mm-hmm.
In this universe, 3M is a mega conglomerate that's also like evil, but they still make really good products.
They funded world domination on the back of post-it notes.
If I put my ear to the stone, like, what do I hear anything?
Combat.
I guess. Is anyone like? It's just the sounds of fighting. It's not like anything like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half of the combat is double muffled. Like not only is it through a stone wall, but it's also half of it is occurring in the still existing Shroud of Night.
So wait, were you joking about the post-it note, or is there actually?
No, there's a post-it note on the stone door that says there's an exit behind you. -R.
Maria, maybe if we go out and circle back in, they won't see us coming. It's like we're flanking them. Like, isn't that what soldiers do? They flank. Flanking always works?
If I like kind of push on the door a little bit, does it seem like I could move it, or is this like, or is it like in there and like there's no way I could? Would I have to have potence to make this thing go through?
Yeah, you feel like where you're currently at, you'd have to be able to destroy the stone slab to reopen this passageway, which is not out of the capacity of a vampire, but it's out of the capacity of you as a vampire.
Right. Yeah. None of us have the like super strength. So yeah, I like push on it a little bit and then like, and then I just take the post-it note and like show it to them.
But
I don't know how this got here, but
so maybe Rodney can help Damien because obviously he's here. Let's go, and I'm kind of like fumbling my way back.
Let's circle back around.
Mm-hmm.
Let's circle back around.
yeah,
All right,
just
I'm looking for the exit.
All right. So, on the other side, Gambit's following along.
Okay.
On the other side of the sort of extremely placid and eerily glowing pond, there's another shore, which you thought just led up to a cave wall. But when you get up to there, you see that there was a bit of a optical illusion where there was a tunnel, but it was sort of, there was no distinguishing features or light to make it look like there was a hole there. So you pass in, and it's sort of crystalline caverns and stalactites and very tight squeezing. And you travel for a little while before you come to an abrupt dead end.
He said there was an exit.
There's a sticky note on your forehead, Lavin.
What the hell's this?
I read it.
It says, push on the ceiling. -R.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
What did you know?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I knew.
How far is the ceiling? Like, do I need to lift someone up to push on it, or can I like touch it?
I thought it would read Will Smith.
No, you can push it from here because it's a low ceiling. And when you do, it pushes up, and it's it's one of the implanted in the ground style tombstones that pops open, and you're in the cemetery that you were in earlier.
Okay.
Did we just push a tombstone, or was this made to be like a secret door?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
You're
If we just
not in a grave. No.
Yeah, I wasn't sure we just pushed a coffin out of the way and like, oh, sorry.
Sorry,
No,
Bones.
it's
Sorry,
even,
yo.
like it's even on hinges.
Okay.
Like it pops open, and you're out in the graveyard.
Okay. Yeah, I think I looked around for where the mausoleum is and just run for that.
There's a sticky note on your forehead.
I read it.
Damn it.
It says, please just wait, /R.
What? But
Apparently Rodney has a plan, guys.
he expects us to just wait while they're down there? They could be...
Nothing.
Now you understand why I fucking hate that guy so much.
There's a sticky note on Braden's forehead.
Fuck. What does it say? I don't even want to touch it.
It says, they don't know how to kill vampires except with sunlight.
Well,
Guys, let's just creep up close-ish, okay? Then maybe we'll see Damien like run out, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
holding all of their heads, being like,
is there a I don't know if like there's like a clock in this graveyard or anything like that. Like, whether we know what time it is?
You guys, because it's before cell phones, you would own watches.
No. Okay, yeah.
What are these watches you think of?
I would have you know that even in this day and age, I own several watches.
Oh,
So
Fashionable fuck.
That's me.
So-
Just a fuck.
so here's the thing.
Calling people who own watches a hipster.
Fucking
Holy
hipsters.
fucking goddamn.
My watch is a sundial.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
It's like 3 hours till sunup. But here's the thing. Even if you left to get back now, you wouldn't be able to get back.
Yeah.
So you guys are already not making it back to your haven today. So
Yeah.
that's already part of this.
Okay.
So for what that's worth, like nobody's making it back to their known safe house at this point.
Okay, guys, let's just get close in and, we'll just keep an eye out.
Gambit barks.
Bark.
There's a sticky note on his forehead.
I read it.
It says bark, bark, dash.
Bork, bork.
When the fighting stops, it says, they'll be able to tell if you're still here.
Huh?
Leave it to me.
XOXO
To
dash
tell. We'll be able to tell. But we don't have any word. Where are we gonna?
I don't know where we're supposed to go.
Is there another mausoleum in the graveyard?
Vampires and senator neighbors.
One is undead bloodsucker. The
Next time
other
on Vampires and
is
Senators.
a re-dead ghost hunter. Now they're living together, and the landlord thinks one of them is gay.
One of the entire groups?
I don't know.
Those damn homos and their underground lair. But which one does he mean? God, if
So yeah, is there another mausoleum that we can hide from the sun in?
No. That's the only mausoleum that you could hide from the sun in.
And how much time do we have until the sun comes up?
3 hours.
All right, I'm gonna look at Maria and Laven and say, maybe we should pop back down into the cavern. I mean, I don't think light can get down in there.
Yeah. I don't know where else
Because we're kind of fucked if the sun comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we still have a few hours, but I don't. Yeah, like what kind of area are we in? Like, is it like residential or businessy?
Well, remember you're in
it's more like graveyardy.
You're in Inglewood Park, which is a giant park that then has a suburb, or then has not a suburb. It is a giant park that then has a cemetery in it.
Okay.
We compared it somewhat to like Central Park. It's not that big, but like it's very much one of those multi-purpose, large, intentional green spaces that like a major city leaves because there isn't fucking anything left.
Yeah.
So that's your immediate surroundings. Beyond that is residential. Like there was a McDonald's and there are sort of residential businesses.
Like, so yeah, to get anywhere, we would have to find, and California doesn't have basements, right? So like,
yeah, no,
we wouldn't even
California.
really, like we'd have to like go into the freezer at McDonald's or something.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Right, and that wouldn't work at all. Because then they'd be like,
you and I are on the same wavelength because one of the first things I thought was freezer at McDonald's. And I was like, maybe not.
yeah, so I think Maria's like looks around it for a little bit and like kind of just like scratches her head and then just slowly looks back toward the mausoleum and like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we have to stay.
I mean, we know that we're safe in the cave because it's
There's
all
a sticky note
blocked
on.
off.
There's a sticky note on Braden's forehead.
Oh, God damn it.
See previous sticky note.
What?
The one that said leave it to me?
No, the one that said they'll know if we're near.
They'll know when the fighting's done. They'll know if you're here still.
Fuck.
So what?
Rather fight them than the sunlight.
I don't want to do either. I just had a fucking stake through my heart. Maria, did it feel good? Did that feel good to you?
I didn't really feel anything. It just kind of happened.
Does it feel
Sticky
good
note
to
on Maria's forehead.
What is? I read it.
Sunlight's up to you. Rescuing them is up to me.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to find somewhere to go and fast.
Okay. Let's trust Rodney.
Yeah. As much as I hate trusting Rodney, it just seems like he pulls through. I don't know why. I don't like his cryptic bullshit. These fucking sticky notes, god damn it. But
There's a sticky note on your forehead. It says XOXOXO.
God damn it, Rodney. All right.
It's okay. Okay, here. Let's try to. Maybe there's an abandoned building or something around here. We could
let's
shift
just
into a thing.
look around.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What?
I didn't see a damn thing, but I don't like that laugh.
God, Tux is thinking what I've been thinking for the last week.
Fuck.
Please be thinking what I've been thinking.
We're in Western LA, aren't we?
Oh, your uncle's house.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Hey, I need you to let me and my friends stay, but I also need a place where there's no sunlight.
Funny you mention that because I'm also a vampire. Sure, hang out in my thing down here.
Been a vampire the whole time. You're a vampire now too? Oh, you should have told me.
Okay. Like, yeah.
I'm actually great grandfather as well.
So
I look over and I just see Maria's face super squinched up, and I'm like, What's going on?"
I might have something. Let's try to find an abandoned building first.
Okay, let's scout around. Okay, you look like
Well, I
you're
mean, if
in
you
pain,
have
or like
something,
you-
I think we should just fucking go there now. We're running out of time.
Let's try to find something first.
Okay,
All right.
let's look. So I think we're probably just going to be wandering around the cemetery.
Well, the sort of surrounding area of the park.
Yeah, go back that McDonald's area, see if there's like a foreclosed apartment or something like that. Or
Yeah, just
Okay, so this is a nicer neighborhood. So this is going to be unlikely.
damn nice neighborhoods.
I mean, you
So
could
what-
just go into someone's house and be like, "Yo, give me your house," and hold them hostage.
I mean, yeah, you could do something. You could totally do something evil. So this is how we're going to determine
I'm gonna have to call my uncle.
whether or not there is an abandoned building in a rather nice neighborhood. We're going to bring it down to a perception alertness test. Only one of you can make this test.
I like the
It's
idea
going-
that this roll only happens because it is in the world of darkness.
Yeah, there's no way there would be one like a totally foreclosed upon. So it's going to be one perception alertness. Only one of you can make this roll. Whoever does, it's difficulty 9.
Okay,
I have
I have
3
three.
dice.
I have 6.
Oh, yeah, it's you. It's you. I only
Yeah.
have 4.
Plus, if you fail, Uncle Ghoul coming up.
Let him do it.
Exactly, not a success.
So close.
I like the idea that you turn around, it's like, "There's one," and then it just like a truck drives out of the way with like a spooky haunted house picture on the side, behind us, like a white picket fence or whatever. Like, yeah.
There's what? Oh,
Maria, you leave it until like exactly as much time as it would. Like you leave it until you have also maybe 20 minutes to explain it to your uncle when you show up, like with some sort of lying. And you just don't find anything.
Maria, it sounds like you have to go to the bathroom, but we don't go to the bathroom. What's the problem?
That's a good metaphor for my pee being my uncle.
I look around. Like, is there a payphone nearby?
Yep.
Maria, tell me. Maria,
There's
tell me
always a paraphone nearby.
Okay, like
Tell me what's going on. Hang on. Tell me what's going on.
I need to make a call. I have a place we can go to.
Okay, but I have an idea. Because you look like you're in pain. Where is this place?
It's my uncle's.
Okay. Here's the idea. If we're gonna stay at somebody's place that you know, okay, we go there, and then we ask them, and we say, we need to stay here for the night, and then you feed on them, or I feed on them, or somebody feeds on them, and then you won't remember 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after, we'll just be hiding in the somewhere.
If I tell him that some friends and I need a place because we got into some trouble, it'll be okay. But
Okay.
Also, don't
I'm more-
come downstairs for the entire day.
Yeah.
And
No sunlight,
no questions.
because my friend has really bad migraines or some
Right.
junk.
okay,
Okay.
Slowly walk over to the payphone.
Maria, when you touch the payphone, your vision tunnels.
Okay.
And you hear a voice that you don't recognize.
Okay.
There is another option, my sweet.
I slowly look over at Braden and Braden and Levin.
Hey guys, this is my new character.
What's up,
Oh, good.
Maria?
They cannot hear you.
Count Dracula. That's my new character.
I just give him a thumbs up, like, don't worry, it's okay. And I like make pretend like I'm picking up the phone.
Creativity, my sweet. Creativity. You have all the tools you need in front of you.
Uh-huh. Who are you? What are you talking about?
Expand your mind. I know that you do not wish to reveal your secret to your family.
Yeah.
But still you need to hide from the sun.
Uh-huh. What are you getting at?
You need shelter, my dear. And you have at your disposal the most elegant and malleable of materials.
Are
All right, everyone, get in my pocket real quick.
you telling me so?
Turn the dog
I'm
into a tent?
Yeah. We're
So I'm
gonna pretend the
assuming-
dog is a tauntaun.
So I'm assuming you know what I can do.
I know what you can do, but you have hardly explored it.
I can turn people into pretzels, and now I can make their bones at the pretzels too. That's about all I've been able to do so far.
Such savage uses of a beautiful art.
It was self-defense. I mean, it was.
Oh, no. I will speak no more on this subject, my dear. Simply consider that there is another way.
I don't know.
And then your vision stops tunneling.
Maria, you're being really cryptic. What?
Really bad operator.
You just said.
I'm gonna try to get another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this person's talking about.
A very wise friend of mine once said, "Quick, dig a hole, get in it, and cover it up."
With a dog blanket.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shake my head and then call my uncle.
All right.
Should we bury ourselves?
I don't think that would help,
We don't need to breathe.
Yeah.
but we would have to like perfectly cover ourselves up, and that's gonna be hard.
We've got hours. We can dig
in
pretty deep.
The problem with using burying yourself is that it'll work fine for everybody except for the last person who has to bury themselves. And that's very difficult to
You
do.
have a dog.
True.
Just get the dog to bury you.
Dogs aren't
Obviously,
actually good at burying things. I don't know if you've ever seen them like
They're
bury
good
a
at
bone
digging
and there's
things
still a
up.
fucking
They
bone.
think they're good at it.
Dogs bury
Like,
things.
to-
Very good. Thank you.
To perfectly cover it where no sunlight would potentially reach it, you'd have to like have the shovel and like pat it down completely and like scan it a few times and like
Yeah, like
you'll-
totally doable. Like in a pinch, you guys like buff your stats so you can dig holes really quickly and you bury each other. But then the last person is sort of, I have to bury myself and be certain that no sunlight is going to get through. And that's iffy.
Yeah, they'd
It's not-
essentially
it's
have
not-
to like dig
not
their way
doable.
back down.
My
It's
God,
not-
you're doing so much work to not have an NPC interaction. I love it.
Well, it represents quite a large
it's a whole thing.
Hey, man. I got
Okay.
shit on the moment I tried to do mine. It's about time the shit gets passed around. You know?
Okay. Yeah, I call Uncle Al.
Well, there, kitty. It's me, Uncle Al.
God.
What
Boy,
can I
but
do
nice
you for?
lady.
So there is the bleary voice of Uncle Al, and I said, "Hello, who is this?" It's
Hey,
very-
Uncle Al. It's me, Maria.
Little
Maria?
lady.
Maria. Where have you been?
I've been really busy the past couple weeks.
I'll say your father is destroying the world looking for you.
I'll bet. Yeah.
And you call me at like 5:30. This is 4. This is.
I need. So.
Like you hear him getting out of bed and like putting on a robe and like
Yeah.
slippers and
Listen. I'm going to tell everybody what's going on. I just need. Some friends and I got into some trouble tonight, and we need a place to stay.
there is like an oppressive silence for a second, and your acute auspex vampire hearing can like hear his breathing stagger and his heart palpitate once.
If I was a sickener, I'd go through the telephone and snap the bitch.
and then he says, "Are you okay?"
Yes, I'm okay. We just some friends of mine are hurt. It's just a thing. I'm okay. We need a place to lay low for tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Yes, just during the day tomorrow. We don't want to go out when it's light. We just need somewhere to lay low where it'll be dark. Just kind of get ourselves together, and then we won't. We'll be okay after that.
I assume you're asking because you're nearby.
Yeah. I wouldn't be asking if there was any other way.
I'll bet. You're going to explain yourself when you get here.
I know.
All right. How many?
Yeah.
6 and a dog.
Yeah. 6 plus 1 dog.
You got a dog into trouble?
It's not my dog. It's a friend's dog. Just yes.
I'll be ready.
Okay, where should I go? Do you want us to go to your place, or do you have another place for us to?
Come to the shop.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I
love you, sweetie.
I love you too.
He hangs up.
And Maria does head on the handset for a second, and then. Whew. Okay, we have a place.
Hey, you don't look happy about this.
It's kind of the thing. My uncle has a very certain opinion of me, and calling him at 4:35, telling him 6 people and a dog need a place to stay because we're in trouble doesn't really keep that up.
6 people. Damien's frenzying, and Amethyst has a stake, and we don't know if Rodney's going to come back.
I'm trusting Rodney to bring both of them back.
But if we're not allowed to stay here when bad stuff is going down, how are we going to tell them?
I think it'll be fine. I think you're overreacting, Maria. It's totally cool. But we need to get the fuck inside before the sun comes out. It'll be fine. If you need me to gently caress you before you fall asleep, I can do that.
Excuse
it's fine.
me?
What? What did I say? We should go.
Right. Just gonna hope that Rodney gets those 2 back to us. I guess Rodney seems to know exactly what we're doing before we do it, so I guess we should just head there.
Okay.
Okay.
Out front of Jimenez Pawn Shop.
Of course, it's a fucking. Why can't it be a phone repair shop or say I don't know a dental clinic?
Because it's not.
No, it was a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, is it a restaurant?
Yeah.
Right. It's a restaurant. Jimenez, Mexican, and assorted Americana.
Hey, Al, why does it smell like dead guy in here?
Right. You can see that your uncle's car, which he cares a great deal about, is parked out front. And the sign is still flipped to close and etc. But you know he's here now.
Okay. I look at the two of them and I walk up to the door and like try it. Is it locked?
It's open.
Okay. I open it. And, come on.
What was that sound you just made, Rick?
It's the door thing.
Is
when
that
when you open a door to like a place, it does like has like a little bell thing. Yeah.
when it's an establishment that needs to serve people, they have the bell on top of the door to let people know when they come in.
That was just incredibly loud and just like not that. So.
Yeah, we're just like, come on, let's go inside.
You can see a light on in the back.
Yeah, like I'll let them in and then I'll like shut the door and I'll. Okay. Again, fake exhaling because you can't really exhale, but like, yeah, like, okay. And then she'll walk toward the back with.
So when you go into the back, the first thing is the kitchen. Then there's another back part, and that back part has a door out to the back of the like alley, stairs up to an office that is above the restaurant, and stairs down into a basement for storage. And the lights on in the basement.
All right, I'll like head down and I'll like knock on the basement door.
It like lulls in at your knock, and you see your uncle there in his pajamas, his rotund belly sort of sticking out over his boxers, and also he's loading a shotgun.
Hey, Uncle Al.
Sweetie.
Whoa. No.
He's not pointing it at you.
Yeah, just like the fact that you cocked it. It's like it's okay. There's nobody. There's two people behind me. They're my friends. It's okay.
I thought you said 6.
Well, the other ones are coming. They're a little bit behind us.
All right. Well, what's the trouble?
So
you've been gone for weeks. I assume this is. What did you get yourself wrapped up into? Drugs? Are you on drugs?
I'm not on drugs. No,
I am drugs.
Okay, but the way you said that is not. It's not drugs.
It's drug adjacent.
Drug adjacent. You're a dealer, and you went on the wrong turf.
No, Uncle.
Maria, you went to medical school to not get into this. Is it painkillers? Were you taking them from the pharmacy?
There's a hospital in a bad part of town. I wasn't really feeling like I was doing much at the place I was at, and I wanted to help more people. So I went there, didn't really tell anybody. It was kind of a spur of the moment decision, and it's a long story. Some patients I was helping I needed to help them a little more. They got in some trouble. I went to go help them out. I was hanging out with some friends. People recognized me. They didn't want those people to get taken care of, and one thing led to another. We just need a place to lay low for the next
manipulation subterfuge.
Okay.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Okay.
Why would you lie to your uncle?
Because I can't tell him the truth.
Yeah, you can.
He's family, essay.
Same difficulty.
Yeah, it's just difficulty 6.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. You deserve that.
Yeah. Should have told him.
Fucking
So he-
stereotype playing motherfucker.
Fuck.
So you tell that story in exactly the way you acted it, which is to say you stumbled through it and it was very clear you were making it up as you go along.
It'd be more believable if you told me that you were vampires.
Your uncle nods, puts the shotgun down, walks over, places both hands on your shoulders and says, I believe you. He doesn't believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell he doesn't, but he says, I believe you, hugs you, says, do I need the shotgun?
I don't think so.
All right.
Oh, so you smell like a graveyard. Go have a shower.
You're not particularly versed in these things, Maria. Are you sure you weren't followed?
I'm pretty sure.
Just as he says that, the basement door is kicked in, and Rodney is sitting there with Amethyst and Damien over one shoulder, and he says, absolutely not. She was definitely not followed. And he throws Amethyst and Damien to the ground.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Rodney, you.
Maria, there's still a stake in Amethyst's chest.
I move over and oh my fucking god.
Also, Damien looks like,
I don't think I just moved to help her.
and Damien is covered in blood.
I don't think I just moved to help Amethyst.
Okay.
I was wearing a white leather suit tonight, and now it's a red one. Like, what's up with that?
Soon it'll be a scab colored one.
Brown. Yeah.
Right. So you move over to Amethyst, and when you say over to help, you mean you're going to try and remove the stake.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wits occult, difficulty 9.
Do I have to say if I'm spending willpower first?
Right. That's what we discovered. You have to spend willpower first. Now, I know you're not thinking. You specified I don't
Well,
think.
that's a fucking assumption.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, he specified. I'm not thinking. I just go over to help Amethyst.
Yes.
Nothing to do with the scene and your uncle. It would occur to you that maybe it's better if Amethyst isn't conscious while she's in your uncle's basement. She's fine with the stake in.
Do I know that though?
Yeah, you've been staked. Braden's been staked. You're both fine.
Okay.
You know that you literally come right back when the stake is removed. You've also seen Amethyst destroy a building from its basement. Or, well, you haven't seen that. You've heard of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Rushing to her side and not thinking, fine. But even as your hand grips the stake, it might occur to you, maybe it's better if she's asleep.
Hey, come on, he doesn't have the common sense merit. You can't give him that shit.
I'm going to give him that shit because the alternative is that Amethyst wakes up and I immediately have to make a frenzy check for her.
Okay.
Wait, why would she frenzy?
Because she's pissed.
She'd be fucking pissed, I would think, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I still rush over and I'm gripping the stake, and then I just right before I start to try to break it, she's gonna be really mad, but she should stay like this for tonight.
Your uncle
Yes.
rushes to the side of Damien. My God, is he alive? Damien does not look like he should be alive. Damien is covered in lacerations.
I also don't have a pulse.
Yeah, but he's not feeling for your pulse. He's not a doctor. Damien is covered Damien
Stop breathing.
Is
I'm starting
80s
CPR.
Damien is 80s horror movie covered in blood. Like,
Nice.
Oh man, I'm Evil Dead up in this bitch. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Fucking Stephen King's Carrie at prom, just covered in blood.
Yeah.
Damien is stood in the hallway in The Shining covered in blood.
I'm Patrick Bateman in the fucking hotel covered in blood.
No, Patrick Bateman in the hotel has nothing on you and covered in blood. Your uncle is shocked. Like I can't even role play how much he's like stammering and asking questions and like trying to figure out what's going on. He has not noticed a stake in Amethyst's chest because Damien is much more noticeable.
Oh yeah. Plus, it's when a man drags in an unconscious officer of the law who has an officer badge on him, covered head to toe in blood. The little girl with the stake in her heart, whatever. Just ignore that. When do I wake up, Wreckage? To make this
Not now.
Okay, so
Should we take a quick break?
Let's take a break and give Tux a second to think of what to do.
Yeah.
At the top of the hour.
I do believe we have a uncle to disappoint.
What you'd call a situation.
So he's sitting there babbling. It's like, my
So-
God, we need to call it. I mean, Maria, you're the doctor here. What do you? Is he still alive?
I'm like kind of looking at him, and I get a really sad look on my face, and then I like lean in, like to like put my like as if I'm gonna put my hands on his shoulders to be and then I'm just like, I'm so sorry, and then I bite,
right.
and I take the minimum I can, one blood.
What is it like drinking your own family's blood?
It's not pleasant.
Tasty.
It's pleasant for like a second, and then I hate
It's
myself.
like chocolate without the chocolate.
Exactly. As one famous vampire said, Billy Doo-Wop.
Do-wop, do-wop, do-wop.
It's a bad Friday night when you're sucking on your uncle. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn.
Anyway,
Savage! Oh my god.
Now that needs to be a motherfucking quote in the channel if I ever heard
right.
one. Holy shit.
the
Farrell,
uncle,
get on that.
the uncle collapses, unconscious. Obviously, he will come back too.
Maria is just like distraught at the moment. Just kind of like not crying, but would be if she could.
In the background, Rodney is dragging Damien into the center of the room.
I'm like a wet fucking towel hitting the floor.
No, you really are. Like you're barely ribbons.
To shreds.
It's also worth pointing out that there are more stakes, not in Amethyst or Damien's heart, but along the outer edge of their clothes. There are still there are several holes where there aren't any, but there are also still several like railroad spikes where they were seemingly like pinned through the arm to something, perhaps say a roof, to be left out to the sun.
God damn it, I got beaten. That sucks.
You're in torpor, Dave. Obviously, you were beaten.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like Maria takes like a minute to
I
like.
have a thing in my chest.
No. You've been beaten into torpor.
Okay.
Maria takes a minute to like collect herself, and then kind of like lifts her uncle up under the arms. And then like I'm going to take him upstairs. I'll wait for him to wake up, and then I'll try to explain this.
Okay.
Rodney, thank you.
It's just like
Yeah, no, he actually is hosing down Damien.
Is there a drain?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say like.
All basements have drains.
Rodney,
By the way, there's also 2 windows down here. And by the way, there are 2 windows down here. So they are the like glass cube like style windows that only let light in.
oh, that's what windows do, right? They only let light in.
No, he means they don't let air in. So if they
No,
don't
that's not
open-
what I meant. I meant they don't let images in. They only let, because they're the square cubes. You know what I'm saying? The glass.
Oh, they're blurry. I see what you mean. You can't really see out of them.
Right.
So,
So,
you can see light.
yeah. So like, and they're like only 2, like 4 inches deep. Like they're very, they're just slits. They're just to let light in the basement, but they're there. So those are problems that need to be solved.
Smear some of the blood that we got on them.
Blood's definitely light proof.
I mean, you were saying that a flesh tent would have been acceptable. I was like, man, I could prove you wrong right now. How easily that gets through flesh.
But we were suggesting a dog tent, and dogs have fur.
Man, don't even use my dog for no tent.
I'm not going to.
He didn't even stop to consider it.
I'm not. No.
Good man. Good wound.
Yeah. So I lift my uncle up and like, yeah. See what you guys can do about the windows. Rodney, thank you for getting them.
No problem.
Is there like spray paint or anything in the basement?
Then as you start walking up the stairs, you hear Rodney singing to himself.
Oh my god.
As he's hosing Damien down.
Gosh. Rodney.
Does he live upstairs or does he like live somewhere else?
He lives elsewhere,
Okay.
but he does have a full office upstairs.
Okay. Okay, I'll just take him back into the restaurant then.
All right. So here's the thing. It's going to take maybe about 10 minutes for him to come into consciousness. And you have like 25 minutes until the sun comes up and you are going to pass out.
Oh.
You are going to be burnt to
We're like that. Oh,
pieces.
we're like that close.
Right. So while the others are downstairs solving the windows, you are going to have like 10 minutes to tell your uncle a story that also involves don't disturb us until sundown, but don't suspect anything. All right. So just to keep this temporally correct, the 2 of you who are conscious in the basement, what are some of your solutions for windows here?
I would say like, so it's a basement. Like, is there like a?
It's
like,
a storage for a restaurant, so it has a whole bunch of restaurant supplies in it.
Is there
Okay.
any paint of any kind? Latex, like actual paint, spray paint.
No. It's like the one thing that a restaurant doesn't need.
So I
do
used
they
to
do?
work
Paint
in a
their bathroom?
restaurant. Well,
What?
fuck. Okay, not. I mean, me personally, as in Brian, used to work in a restaurant. Is there any chicken base?
As in
Chicken base is like a
bouillon?
big bucket of bouillon. It's
Right.
like bouillon, but it's like a big bucket of it.
Right. Well, I mean, it'd probably be in like cartons, but yeah.
Okay.
Is this Brian's burn notice moment? Like,
Yeah, I'm like, this is fucking Dory and Finding Nemo, remembering 92 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia.
All right, but if you're about to tell me that chicken bouillon is light proof, it's not.
Well, but if you smear it on thick enough,
I tell you what's going
It's a liquid. You can't smear it on thick
Tell you
enough.
what's
not a
going to
liquid.
happen.
Okay.
I'm looking around for foil.
I mean, it's like fatty. but like light's going to come in through that.
I'm looking
There is
for foil. Okay.
There's
I'm
tons
actually
of
going to take the foil and I'm going to foil the windows from the outside, but then I'm also going to do it inside just to
That is a
see,
good fucking
somebody might
idea.
find it outside, but whatevs. I'll try
it. Okay, but here's the thing: you don't have tape.
Okay, foil's pretty malleable.
It is malleable, but you need to make it perfectly.
There's
Okay,
probably
I'm-
tape up in the
I'm
restaurant.
gonna go
You
up
could probably
to the office and look
yeah,
at the
yeah.
tape. Yeah. Or I'll go upstairs and Maria.
Yeah.
I know you're having a moment here. Is there tape anywhere here? Is there a place
Office?
tape would be?
Is office usually locked?
I would say like you haven't been here when it's closed, like, or with your, like, you know what I mean, like you come around to
Yeah.
visit your uncle and you've been here when it's, and you've been here maybe just after close and stuff, but like you've never been here when it's like all shut, so I guess you wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, they have like in the actual restaurant there should be like tape somewhere, like for them to hang up stuff.
Yeah, and for to go stuff.
Like the
Chalkboards.
yeah, like chalkboard, or like the things by like the waiters or the hostesses stand thing, or like on the outside. There's gotta be tape in the restaurant somewhere.
Tape? Is there any Maria? Any ideas?
Is there not, or
You're not seeing tape out in the in the restaurant.
Okay,
is what
I
I'll
would
say.
keep look. If I see stairs, I'm going up the stairs. I'm
yeah, check
freaking out.
upstairs in the office.
Okay.
All right, there's an office.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's still.
thick.
I do see that it's thick.
So we could use it in place of tape, maybe, to hold the. It's very sticky and thick. I
Sure.
think we could use it to hold
Does
the
it
foil in
not dry
place.
out in 8 hours though, and then crumple off?
I'm still.
If anything, I think it would get harder. It would become like almost like a cement.
You're gonna find tape in the office,
Okay. Right.
Okay. I'm scrambling back down the steps.
but I also want you to roll a 1d10.
Oh, monkeys.
Oh, uncle sucking.
6.
I was going to make a KFC joke there, but I don't think it's appropriate.
Oh, shit.
So
Licking good.
I fucking
Licking
I
good.
absolutely love making Tuesday laugh. She has the best fucking laugh ever. I fucking love it.
Thanks, dude.
Lavin, if it was anyone else looking for tape, they would have gone through this office and seen nothing of note. But you, as you are looking for tape, cannot help but to eye over the business ledger that's open on the desk.
Uh-huh.
And you note quite clearly from this ledger that this is 1,000% for sure, with your financial expertise and experience,
Uh-huh.
definitely a front for money laundering.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Uncle got some secrets.
But there's no time for that. You find tape,
Oh, yeah.
and you can tape both sides of the windows, inside and out, in the next
Yes.
10 minutes with tinfoil.
I am actually going to, the thing where you take tape and you like put it on the back of your hand and all your fingers and junk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that and go outside and be like, hand the rest of the foil to these guys. Guys, okay, two
Yeah, I would
windows,
say
small windows.
I can do it on the inside while she's doing the outside or something,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
You guys have plenty of time.
Okay.
Like you're not. I'm not about to make you roll to see if you tape
If
the
we
windows.
die.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've presented a plausible solution. You've found the supplies at a cost. That is the extent of this obstacle.
Okay, cool.
Now there is one final obstacle to confront, and that is at a table in the restaurant. Maria, your uncle, begins to come to again.
Hey, Uncle Al.
What happened?
You up?
My head hurts.
Yeah, I think I must have dozed off or something when you were waiting for us.
Jeez, I'm not that old, am I?
Yeah, well, so my friends are here. They're downstairs. Everything's okay. I just wanted to...
where's my shotgun?
Shotgun?
Yeah, I've got my shotgun out to help you. What kind of trouble are you in? Do I need the shotgun?
No, not at all. We just... So... And I think I tried to just do the same kind of story, but like, since I've rehearsed it at least once, I tell it a little better. Like, basically, like, I got into some trouble because of like a patient I was trying to help.
Okay.
And yeah, like, somebody came after me, my friends. We just need a day to lay low, and then we'll get it taken care of.
Okay, sure. So roll me manipulation subterfuge, but actually it's difficulty 7.
What? It's harder?
Yes, because technically it's the same roll, and the rules say if you make the same roll...
But the situation has changed.
Not to your benefit.
It's entirely to my benefit.
No,
it's like I didn't even make the first roll.
Oh yeah, it's like you didn't even fail once.
Right. That's how this
in your mind. Anyway, manipulation subterfuge, difficulty 7.
Fuck, where'd subterfuge go? There you are.
Just press
You
up.
got this. You got this, sweetheart. You can do it.
Yeah, and it's only one family member, right?
Yeah.
You got other family members.
2 successes.
Pew, 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 pew. I almost saw the weight lift off your shoulders, Tux.
What a shame.
Could have been
You ruined poor Wreckage's night.
No. The thing is, last time he got 0 successes, which meant that I have to roll his perception empathy.
Oh, jeepers.
Damn it.
Still succeed.
I don't understand how every single one of your NPCs is significantly better than us in every fucking thing. Just
you, Dave.
No, just with the amount of dice that they have in their disposal.
No, it's just you.
No, it's not just me. It's literally the number of dice they have.
Maria's uncle is a very empathetic person. We did a whole backstory for him, and his backstory would require that he was both perceptive and empathetic, which is why he has a mere total of 6 dice between those two stats, which is still not as much as some of you have in several of your pools. But also, her uncle is older than you guys. He's more world experienced. He has higher stats, at least until you start getting vampiric experience, etc. So you experience the same thing as before. I believe you.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
You have like 6 minutes to also include the part where don't disturb us until sundown in some way.
Okay, so there's something else.
Do you think you were followed?
No, not at all.
Are you sure? I know you don't have experience in this sort of thing.
No, trust. They left. There's absolutely no chance. We need no one to come down there while during the day.
Why?
one of them is sick, and I'm going to need to take care of them. And it's.
Are you fucking lying to him again?
What the fuck am I going to tell him?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You see, Uncle, he has trouble breathing. Still the truth. He has an obsession with blood. Still the truth. And it's very, very difficult for me.
Someone just, well, it's. I think it's more like.
Okay, so
some of them are hurt, and they need to just. I need to take care of them through the day tomorrow. It'd be much easier if no one came down there. Like, no one just be way easier if no one saw it.
All right. Well, I won't have any of my employees go down there, but I'm going to check on you every once in a while. I can handle a little bit of squeam.
That door can't open.
He gives you a scowl. I
know this is weird. I know this isn't. I just need this. I haven't needed anything more in my life than for that door to not open until the sun goes down tomorrow.
His scowl turns into a quirked eyebrow, and you can tell that he is scanning you.
Yeah, and Maria just has it's a mix of sad and confusion and disappointment in herself. There's a big conflict of emotions on her face right now. He's probably reading her like a book that she's just basically begging him for this to happen.
So your uncle does as he did before, which is he looks at you, and even though he's very, very intrigued, he says, "Okay, Maria, that door won't open until sundown."
Thank you.
You have 2 minutes.
Okay, I need to get down there. So, yeah, she leans over and gives him a big hug and just thank you so much.
You don't need any blankets. You're very cold.
So you head down into the basement, presumably. Your uncle stays seated in that restaurant table and watches you go, sort of tapping his fingers inquisitively on the table.
Damn it, I was going to do some undercover fucking criminal shit in there tomorrow. Fuck.
You get into the basement, and Rodney has made beds out of the stuff down there, totally unnecessary, not even comfortable if you could stuff beds. And he's fluffing a plastic baggie filled with chicken tenders, and putting it down for his pillow.
Don't ever say fluffing again.
While doing
yeah, fluffing. Fluffing a pillow that you fluff. Fluff a pillow.
Does this door lock from this side?
No.
Okay.
So it is your uncle's word.
Can we bar the door from this side?
No.
Or does it open out?
We don't have time. I think I
you have 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
If I was
Yeah,
just take the handle and bend it so it doesn't open. Yeah. But I'm not. I'm dead.
Yeah, Marie just.
People are already laying down in their beds. Yours is right next to Rodney's. I mean, they're not touching. It's not weird.
I think Maria just goes in, shuts the door, and then just walks to one of the corners or something, and just sits and kind of does the holding your knees pose.
A moment. The moment. So Rodney talks to you. He's well, it actually went really well. Good job, Maria. Everybody's safe. Or have a good night. And then his facial expression changes. Like it goes 1,000-yard stare. The instant before the sun comes up and you pass out, and he says, "What you just told your uncle is going to lead to his death." And you black out.
Jesus Christ, man.
Cool. I mean, I never met the guy, so, you know.
I mean, yeah, but still, that's fucking crazy.
I would definitely, Lavin would be sad about that. So, that happened. And that was the last we saw of Tux. That's it.
So, gonna hit the old dusty trade.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
kidding.
Yeah, you'd better.
Right.
Don't let the door hit you, wreckage.
Wow.
Cold as ice. Be careful, Tux. Tux.
Wakes up in the fetal position.
Jesus Christ.
That was ice cold.
That was crazy. That was good, Rick. That was
That was
good.
good. It was also ice cold.
So, you know what the... Well, what happens next? Come on, let's figure
Yeah, damn, yeah, come on. Shit.
What happens next is a scene shift. And it says, that night, we're time skipping. You guys wake up. Well, we're not just time skipping to when you guys wake up, but we're skipping past you guys waking up. But I am clarifying that you wake up, nobody's dead, the door you don't think was opened.
Okay.
And but you guys have to leave because you now have a huge responsibility to report back because you didn't report back that night. And also, you know, a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah.
we're skipping not only to you guys are back in everybody's place, but you have been, after you told Don Salvador what happened, after Amethyst woke up, Amethyst screamed at Don Salvador for something called a blood hunt against these guys. And it sounded like a terrible, horrible thing. He's like, whoa, well, we need to talk to like McNeil and the other barons. We can't just call that sort of thing. So we're actually time skipping to much later that night in a basement in a seemingly like innocuous warehouse where Don Salvador, McNeil, Amethyst, you guys, and two other Anarch barons are in a conversation about what happened. And despite your desires to probably tell the story a certain way, Rodney just Rodney just blurted the story out exactly how it happened in like 30 seconds. Like with perfect accuracy, but absolutely no
no embellishments.
No embellishments in any directions. And there is like silence in this room at the end of the story.
And this is kind of important though, Wreckage. Blood count and what is it doing to me?
So you had to be taken here because you still hadn't woken up.
Okay.
But when you do wake up, you will have 4 blood, and you will be fully healed.
Okay, that's all right then.
Don't you heal all lethal? Like after the end of a scene or something like that?
No. Lethal's the one you keep. Bashing's the one that heals at the end of scenes.
Okay.
Bashing's the one you don't keep from like moment to moment. So there is silence after the story is conveyed, except for the sound of like the metal chair that Amethyst is sitting in, like the armrest increasingly turning into like a Tootsie Roll as she continues to like clench her fist. Well, she says at the room, these fuckers have glassed 12 of us in the last 6 months. They have magic fucking stakes. We are going
I got staked by one.
Braden, don't talk.
Sorry.
We are going to get every fucking Anarch in the goddamn city, and we are going to roll in there, and we are going to turn them into vampire shit.
I imagine Braden like barely suppressing a yeah.
I'm like, oh.
So that's what Amethyst is saying. But McNeil and Don Salvador are both sort of grim, and the other 2 barons are having a conversation between themselves. Not like a not paying attention conversation. Not like a, oh my God, did you say that she was hard? Like, no, they're just sort of discussing. And Don Salvador is the one to say, we have no idea what they're capable of.
Well, if it's worth anything to you guys, they did mention something about not seeing this type of blood before. So obviously they know us by clan, if that means anything. And they're especially good at hunting Amethyst's clan here.
And we did hear them say, well, if there isn't any sunlight or some junk, I don't think they know how to kill a vampire.
They don't know. Life is right. They wanted to wait for the sun.
See, these motherfuckers aren't prepared for us at all. The only advantage they've ever had is sneaking up on us and fucking outnumbering us 10-1. We get in there, we outnumber them 10-1. They're fucking dead in seconds.
And from what I can tell, we destroyed half of their goddamn magical stakes anyway, so...
They could have had another room filled with 200 of them for all we know. We don't have all the information.
Just so you know, they do have to be clan specific, the stakes. That's just how they seem to work. We heard them talking.
They need
Blood.
they need
They have to have the
blood.
blood. Yeah. The stakes work on anybody, but they have to have the blood, says
Right.
Rodney.
For what it's worth, they seem competent yet unaware of what they needed to do. Does that make sense?
And a blood hunt against them could be exactly the situation they need to learn the rest about us. Imagine what these wizards could do if they knew chopping off our head was lethal. Imagine
That's what I'm worried about.
what these wizards could do if during the fighting they see a vampire turn to ash at the merest touch of fire. And Amethyst throws her chair into the wall and destroys it. That's not good enough, damn it! And McNeil sits up in his chair and draws a Braveheart claymore. And doesn't like threaten it at Amethyst, but he like puts it in front of him like a knight almost, you know? And he says, calm yourself, Amethyst. And like she scowls at him, but she is like notably calmer in the moment after he says that to her. Like she's not happy that he said that to her, but like unlike being on the verge of frenzy that she seemingly was on, like she has calmed down. My people won't go on a blood hunt, says one of the two other barons. And everybody sort of turns and acknowledges that for a moment, and like the bones in Amethyst's hand like break, and you can hear it in the room.
Oh, I've got a suggestion if you don't mind hearing.
Braden is so turned on right now.
Nobody says don't talk.
So it's clearly we don't want them to learn anything about us any more than they already have. So why don't we just get someone else to take care of them for us? There's plenty of options out there. In fact, it's fairly easy to incite the LAPD to do something about this.
The LAPD can be incited to raid their little hidey hole. But do you honestly expect they'll actually take out their organization?
It's about putting them in the wind more than anything.
We have no idea the extent of their resources. We found one of their hideouts. They could have a dozen under that cemetery.
And once they find the information, the stuff that we don't want to put ourselves in front of doing, we can very easily find out more.
Despite what one of us does not want to hear, McNeil says, looking at Amethyst. There was a very sapient moment in that little recollecting that I feel is our recourse. You may not recall this in your fighting and in your conflict, but when you were listening in on them, they said that they only go after vampires who go into Inglewood. And Don Salvador says, McNeil. And he puts up a hand. This is no different than the Hollywood Hills. We will quarantine the area, and no one will be allowed to go in. And Amethyst says, that's not acceptable. I will not allow that. I'll go in by myself if I have to. And McNeil like takes a step forward and says, you are not going to go in there, Amethyst, for exactly the reason we're not calling the blood hunt. If you and your little band go in by themselves, they could learn more about us than they already know. And like Amethyst takes another step towards McNeil, and it looks like who is getting real tight.
I walk over and put a hand on Amethyst's shoulder.
I don't know if I can get a twinge in my face like I got put through a wall before, but I'm just like...
Yeah, even Braden's like, eh.
Her like head swivels to look at you. She doesn't say anything in the moment though, or like she doesn't even like turn her body to you.
It might not be today, but we'll get them.
Like she sees, but she looks back at McNeil, who's clearly not stepping down. And he says, Amethyst, you and your people lived. You were attacked, but you're alive. Try and take solace. Those that died were stragglers. There is no clan in Inglewood. There never has been. And while their loss is regrettable, there is no one among us who has need of revenge. We may have desire for it, but we must consider the well-being of the rest. And she's like, this is fucking bullshit. This is like a Camarilla rule, not a fucking Anarch rule. And for the first time, there's a break in McNeil's composure that no one has seen before. When his fist clenches so hard that he breaks the hilt of his sword. And there's just silence in the moment after that. This meeting is over, he says, as he gets up and leaves. But as he's passing Amethyst and Maria, he says, if you go after them, you're the ones who'll be in trouble. And then he finishes leaving.
Like a fart in the wind.
The other barons leave, and it's just Don Salvador and you and your group.
How? So Don Salvador, how far away?
Cocksucker!
Oh, okay.
Slams both hands down on the table that you guys were all sitting at, and it was like a big wood table, and it just splinters and goes everywhere. And it splinters like a fucking bomb went off. Like, it doesn't just shatter under the weight of her attack, but like there are pieces of wood embedded in the walls, and some of you have pieces of wood embedded in you. Nobody gets staked.
Oh.
For some reason, I thought that was Don Salvador for a second. I'm like, he must be mad.
Luckily, I've moved into a concrete building, so nobody can hear me shout. God, I hope not. So with the table destroyed, though, Amethyst just sits there seething, like her fists still in the air where the table used to be, and there is silence again.
Out of character, did they address like if they know who these what they are, or are they just like, oh, they're strangers that have magical powers?
They said wizards. Like,
okay, I wasn't sure if like we were referring to them as sin eaters or just so.
No one has referred to them as sin eaters yet. They haven't referred to themselves as that. Nobody knows what they are.
So can Braden ask Don Salvador? So when is the big thing at Disneyland?
Elysium is still 2.5 weeks away. It's been 1 day since we talked about you guys.
Well, I know. I mean, I had a fucking stake in my heart. All right, you gotta chill with that. I'm saying, like, I mean, is this something that, like, when everyone comes together?
Hold on a second. If you make more Braden Amethyst fan art, I will kill one of them. Do not play me, motherfuckers. I do not ship it. She doesn't ship it. I will have Amethyst rip Braden's throat out. I ship Maria Amethyst.
Oh, no. Anyway. Get that! So anyway, as I lovingly place my hand on Amethyst's shoulder, say, should this be something that, like maybe we discuss this at the Elysium thing, you know, in the happiest place in the world. I mean, it seems like this is something that we need more input than just Braveheart and, the other guys.
You can call for a Blood Hut and an Elysium, but I don't think you're going to get one.
Why not?
I think we need more fucking information. Wizard.
Yeah,
part of
I mean,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if we gather
There's too
more
many
info,
unknowns. There's too many unknowns.
so we gather more info and we bring it to the Elysium, and then that could justify the blood hunt.
Except if you fuck up gathering the info, then you are just going to call down the fury upon you.
Well, look who you're talking to.
The person who's fucked up like 12 times already.
I have saved the Masquerade multiple times. Thank you very much.
After endangering it.
Yeah, but still saved it. Point Braden.
Amethyst turns on a heel and starts leafing.
See ya, boo.
Do you say that?
It's
Yes.
set. It's been done.
Yes.
Man, that beer must be strong, dude.
Well,
Yeah, well.
Whatever happens,
It slipped out.
So I'm kind of at a fucking loss here, Don. Honestly speaking.
Damien? He said he actually said that.
Okay. I mean, that doesn't stop me from just continuing to talk while she sits in the corner seething with rage.
She's not seething, though. I'm rolling her frenzy check.
she's about to
No,
kill.
oh,
she's
come
about to kill
on.
Braden.
She cannot go frenzy just because I said that. That is ridiculous.
She went frenzy because
welcome
Damien
to
called her
my
a bitch.
life, okay?
It
That
makes
is
absolute
ridiculous.
sense why she would do that.
That is ridiculous. Damien
She
called her a
is-
bitch.
Furious!
She was
Right now.
she was a step away from it this entire time, and
When she frenzied on Damien, she was not upset at all before Damien said something.
Okay. all
Damien
right.
said a thing and she frenzied from 0 to 10. She's at 9 right now, and you
Yeah.
just called her boo.
we also know she hates you.
Yes,
Well,
she
I
hates
just
you.
said-
She just turned to leave because she couldn't stand what you were saying.
Hey, think
I
about
said,
it like
I
this,
said,
Brian.
boo
Frenzy
worms.
sex.
I
Frenzy
said, boo
sex.
worms. Boo worms.
Were you saying
Oh.
boo or boo earns?
Are you
Boo
walking this back
worms.
now? After I said, are you sure you say that? Now you're trying to walk this back?
No. I fucking said it. It stands. It stands.
All right.
God. Oh.
Well,
Right.
We'll never know what happens to Gambit after she dies.
So I'm gonna roll this publicly.
Okay.
But
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I don't know how to actually roll self-control.
Braden's death gone sexual. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna have to roll like firearms or something on this character sheet. Don't worry. What I'm saying is, don't worry about it. It's not self-control, but it is her stat. It is an accurate stat for her.
It's just a prank.
Just a prank, bro.
I hope those are your final words.
I fucking love Fook so much. I'm such an asshole. Why do I do things in
One success.
All right.
All right. She doesn't frenzy.
Her heart beats once. Ba-dum.
She is halfway up the staircase out, which also happens to have, because this is like the like secret basement of a warehouse type thing, so it has a railing, but it's one of those railings that's like made out of piping. And she rips it out of the wall and throws it like a javelin. I need you to roll soak.
So soak is
Just stamina plus.
stamina plus nothing. Fortitude.
Fortitude,
Oh, I do
yeah.
have fortitude.
Then
I
you
do have
roll
fortitude.
you roll an extra dot for that.
Where's fortitude?
You can't put it on the roll.
So you just have to add to the dice mod. Just put one.
Yeah, add it as a pool mod, 1 extra dice.
Okay, I gotcha.
Fucking Grinch, shut the fuck up about the secret tunnel, okay? No?
Secret tunnel through the brain.
It's still difficulty 6, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's just a
2 successes.
All right, you take 4 lethal damage as the
Jesus
javelin
Christ.
impales in your sternum, and you go sailing into the wall and are pinned to the wall.
And lethal is the X's, correct?
Yes.
And I take 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it also bent so that he has a hard time, like, trying to get off the fucking thing, you know?
He Deadpools it, so he like bends it and like.
And then she leaves.
Braden, filter.
Well,
As he's in the wall.
listen, it slipped out. I mean,
I turned to go up the stairs to follow her.
Anyway, Don, as I was saying, I'm a little bit at a loss here. On one hand, you know, it's very hard to overlook someone who flattens you like that. You know, it's not fun. It's not fun finding out that there are things out there that have more cojones than what I do. You know, it's not a good thing. On the other, I want to get back to actually, you know, existing in this world.
Yeah,
So-
no, those are both considerations, and the other part of it is, you know, you got beat, but you're alive. Nobody is lost an arm. Nobody lost a leg. Nobody even lost a finger. It is all in here, and we must shed that weight like lead and leave it behind.
Ow!
I get that. Listen, maybe you might be able to help me out a little bit here. I'm looking for okay, I need a distraction, something I can take my mind off this shit. You got anything for me to do? Something, anything.
This little altercation may give you a break in the whole arrangement.
My soldier thingy to broker, FYI.
Well, just asking for work. Anyway, we'll see. I appreciate your attitude, but just because you want, you're still shackled to Amethyst. You still have that responsibility.
I
And
like
you're
in the
still,
background while this conversation's happening, Braden's just like trying to hop off this pipe.
I'm cool.
you still are going to be voted on come Elysium. I know you want to help out in the larger scheme of things, and I want you to help out in the larger scheme of things. But if you're going to, you need to think a little bit more long term. You need to think about how you're going to pass it to Elysium. Now, this whole situation will come up in your favor, even though it has resolved in perhaps a not terribly great way. It could have resolved better if you had just won. That would be great. But now, if you go back at them and you start something and you fail, you will surely lose the vote at Elysium. And even if you succeed, it will be hampered by the fact that you disobeyed the call to not interfere, that you risked everyone's lives.
Sorry, Don, you misunderstood. I'm not looking for your permission to cause, strife or.
I know. I'm not giving any. What I'm saying is, if I find any leads for something for you to do, I'm going to give it to you just so you pass the vote at Elysium. I'm still in your corner.
I appreciate that. Listen,
I am.
I have one further request. I've been thinking about it. It's been eating away at me as much as anything else. Do you happen to know anyone that might have, like, puppet strings in the PD?
Yes. McNeil.
Interesting. Do you think that I might be able to have a conversation with him about, I don't know, reinstating? Or like getting my name cleared or something like that?
Interesting.
Look, I've been thinking a lot about what is going on in this little slice of heaven you've given us. And the only thing that I can think of doing is, increasing the amount of blues that are out there. At least for the time being, because then I can, safely get information without having to step on anyone's toes or buildings.
McNeil, here's what you need to understand about McNeil and the police department. McNeil does the bare minimum that he needs to do with the police department to keep the Masquerade under wraps. And he does it because no other Anarch wants to. Managing the police and keeping the Masquerade under wraps is the pastime of a Camarilla. It is the pastime of a Ventru. It is not something that a Bruja enjoys doing. So that said, your offer to assist with that might be well met. On the other hand, it may not seem like it to you, but McNeil has already done you and your group many favors.
I don't doubt it. I've seen the shit we've kicked up already.
The sort of situation that what you're asking for sounds more like asking for another favor than offering to help. I can certainly pass the message along.
Just say that I'm willing to take the delegation work that he doesn't want. Make his life easier.
Now, that sounds good on paper, but also know that delegation, that work is power. So when you come up and say, hey, I will take your control of the police department off your hands because it's so, such a headache, you're also, it sounds slimy and sleazy and also requires a level of trust that he probably doesn't have in you yet. Now, all that said, I think you should talk to him about this. I think you should have that conversation with him. I just want you to know where you stand on it. And also because several of my players have asked for a potty break and it's the top of the hour, I'm just going to go ahead and segue into the break here.
So I turn dramatically to the fourth wall camera and I say, okay, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break here, Don't worry about it. It's going to be good. All you motherfuckers go pee or something. I don't fucking care anymore.
I'm full of pee-pee.
Wow, Parasite has posted a thing. It's going to be great.
Oh boy. I'm worried. Oh God.
Ooh.
That is fucking incredible.
Eventually she's going to learn to love it. That's the worst part.
That's
Fuck you, Dave. That is such a horrible thing to say about women.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, if that is actually what had happened, the calm down for Braden, he would definitely be dead right now. But it's beautiful. Thanks as always, Aracito.
Right, the drawing's amazing. I just hate it.
Well, no, I love it. I love it.
It's so good that we are feeling all of these
good. I love it.
Feelings that we don't want to feel. It makes us feel feelings because it's good.
Look, she'll learn to love it in about 7 billion years. When,
no.
When they're the last two people on the planet. Anyway, please.
Well, if they were the last two people on the planet, there wouldn't be anybody to feed from, and so,
Yeah.
Tux. You shouldn't have shoved food in your mouth because you're up.
All right. I had to spend a bunch of blood to heal. I had to get my energy back up.
you followed Amethyst out.
Yes.
Amethyst is easy to follow because the concrete floor of the warehouse has footprints in it. But also she's not that far out. You followed her right away.
Okay.
So, like she's ahead of you. What's the plan? What's the sitch? What's the story? What's the deal?
Is she like leaving this place, or is she just kind of like?
She's leaving.
Okay. I'll like head out to follow her for like a minute or two. Is she heading towards Englewood?
That's not.
I'm not at liberty to say.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Only following her for a minute or two is certainly not enough time to make that sort of generalization.
Okay, well, I guess, just general direction of Englewood, like.
No, she's walking on a sidewalk, and the direction she's heading is not exactly aligned with Englewood.
Okay, fair.
Which of the cardinal directions is she heading in?
No, yeah, I just want to make sure she wasn't just making a beeline for it, like right now. Like as long as she's I'm not gonna like run at her or anything. But like, okay.
I mean, you couldn't exactly tell.
Well, like she didn't like get out and then do a Hulk jump to leap over there. Like, yeah, she's just walking a direction.
You also know that she has celerity, so she was really like really.
No, totally. She could just leave.
Yeah.
So like,
my point is like, if she was probably doing that, she would probably use celerity. So
sure.
And another picture already. The better one. The much better ship.
Do you think though? Really?
Yes, unequivocally. I will kill you if you.
Which ones? Oh yeah, from last episode.
Great picture, but it's not canon.
Right. It is canon. It actually happened.
That moment actually happened.
That's true.
Right, because he didn't watch that episode live. So
yeah.
Those fan arts came in. I forgot. I was actually gonna like have him post them at the top of the episode, and I forgot because it's been 2 weeks.
Yes.
Was there any hand to boob though? I don't think so.
Yes.
She said, "Placed it on your chest,"
and then she threw me into the wall.
Right. I made sure to even say it in that sort of. I said it in the exact cadence of those pictures, which was. Yeah, like exactly. Anyway, so if you follow her for a couple of minutes, Dave is going to turn around and leave. And as he opens the door, he's gonna like his brains are gonna be smeared across the wall as this just shoots him in the face, and then comes like this spooky hitman looking motherfucker is gonna walk into the camera, and he's gonna look and see that we're streaming and see him, and then he's gonna like really quickly like note all of our names and then leave.
Anyway.
Right. So if you follow her for a couple of minutes, she's gonna stop and swivel and say, "What do you want?"
I'm just making sure you're not running off to go kill yourself.
I don't need a babysitter.
I know.
And I wouldn't be off to fucking kill myself. She says she gets in your face.
Okay.
You think I can't take them?
I'm not saying that.
That's kind of what you said.
No, I'm worried that if you went off and did that, all of everyone else would be very upset. And you're very strong. I don't think you could take every single vampire in LA.
You think that other vampires would attack me for taking care of this problem for them?
McNeil seemed pretty upset.
McNeil, fucking hoity-toity, goddamn motherfucking Ventru motherfucker.
He's got an ego like that sword.
If McNeil is upset,
okay,
he should give a shit that I'm upset.
I know. It's the fact that they are just hunting us is. I'm as surprised as you are that they're not doing anything about this. But I don't want us all to just piss everyone off enough that we die or we have to leave or.
Let's get something straight here, Missy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck what the others think about me. I have already made it in this town. Their opinion means less than piss. You still need to worry about what they think about you because I don't give a shit about that. I don't have to give a shit about that.
Okay. I didn't want you to go off and get hurt again.
Well, thank you for your consideration. She turns around and starts walking.
Yeah. Now, wait. I'm not saying it out loud.
What are you not saying out loud, Brad?
Well, nothing.
I like the idea that she has a special power that just hears your bullshit from wherever she is. She can
Yeah.
She's just like, 1 second, and she rips up a lamppost and hurls it into the sky, and then like
I finally got off that javelin.
That's a great voice. Nothing can
just
pin
like
me
Suboptimal
down
said, it's going to be a fun time seeing Braden get impaled every episode.
She's turned to start walking again, Tux.
Okay. Can you just tell me if you're going to go there or not?
I ain't telling you shit.
Please?
Oh, yeah, well, now that you've said please, I'm going to change my mind.
It's the magic word.
Oh my god.
Why do we keep poking the bear? Like, I did it once successfully, I might add. You guys don't need to follow my example.
Well,
She, like, outstretches an arm to that lamppost we talked about earlier, and then, like, crushes it in her hand, and then lets go, and then turns around and walks away.
I think we should just let her go, guys.
You're not there.
Sorry.
I know.
I just shout that as she heads off, and then I'll turn around and head back to the group.
Hey, Maria's back.
She's fine. She's just walking it off.
Hey, how you doing, Maria?
No, I'm not okay. Rodney, is he here?
Yeah.
I would have to make sure.
Where's the post-it note?
Rodney's doing a cat's cradle.
Like the string thingy?
Yep.
Rodney, what did you mean last night or this morning when you said before we fell asleep? What did you mean?
Just that we all did a good job? Yeah, yes? Go team?
No, right before we fell unconscious, you said something to me.
That's all I remember saying.
Okay.
Maria, what did he say? Don Salvador. This is not clear.
Last night, I went to my uncle's and had him give us a place to stay for the day. before we fell unconscious, Rodney said,
Wait a minute. You asked a mortal to shelter you for the day?
it was our only option.
Did you ghoul him?
No. He doesn't suspect anything.
This is where Rodney in the background's just like, and now he dies.
I mean, so you know he suspects something. So is that...
No, I don't. But it's not like he didn't like see us do vampire stuff. It's just like, oh,
And Don
Maria's.
Salvador doesn't know that.
Maria's. I suspect that he suspects Maria's like gotten in some serious trouble with something.
Well,
but, like,
say that to Don Salvador.
No, yeah, I'm about to.
Okay.
Like he didn't see anything that about us. He just thinks. I assume he thinks that I got in some gang trouble or something, and I had to hide out for a while.
And you're sure that while you were unconscious during the day, he didn't walk in and see a bunch of living corpses?
Well, if that door had opened, we would all be dead right now. So
That's not technically true, but are you lying?
no, I thought the door was like outside.
No, the door was inside.
Oh,
There were staircases. Remember?
oh,
So in this case, Maria believes she's telling the truth. So
No, in this case, I believe the player character was mistaken.
no, yeah, I thought like the stairs were outside and like the doors to the office and the thing. Okay, so that was me misunderstanding it. So okay, yeah, so I don't lie.
Okay.
He wouldn't. I asked him not to. I told him that I needed him not to come in there more than anything I've ever needed before, and I trust that he didn't.
Don Salvador's expression doesn't change, but there's a beat, and then he skips ahead and says, "All right, what did Rodney say?"
He said that what I told him would lead to his death.
Get the hit squad, please.
He's like pushing a button underneath the table, and he's like, "Yes, what were you saying?"
click, 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 click.
Maria, step upstairs with me for a moment.
Okay.
Rodney. Yeah? Tell Damien a story. Okay. And he's like, so when I was still alive and was still at my apartment, I used to have this ant
Alright,
farm.
stop.
They really like.
On a scale
And-
from 1 to 10, how important is this to me?
10.
Then you need to.
So back at my old apartment, I used to have this ant farm, and I had all these little ants, and I had all these names for them.
Yeah, and was one of them the fucks I give?
No, but one of them was named Maria. Like, I think that's pretty good. Anyway, upstairs with Maria and Don Salvador. Don Salvador leans in to Maria and is like, you don't want to say these sorts of things in front of Malkavians. Rodney is a Malkavian. Yeah?
Okay.
Malkavians are cursed with insanity, madness. They're crazy. They hear voices. Some Malkavians have a gift in that curse. And it is called the gift of insight. In the old days, when vampires ruled Greece and Carthage and Rome, Malkavians were often called oracles, purported to have the gift of prophecy. Now, I do not travel in the circles of many Malkavians, They are not frequently Anarchs. I can't say whether or not they actually have the gift of prophecy. But it is something that, as a clan, they claim. And many older vampires take that very seriously. That's all I have to say.
What do you think?
I think Malkavians are crazy, and sometimes they hear shit and say shit, and sometimes it's meaningful, and sometimes it isn't. And, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay. Just the way he said it, it got to me. I was already freaking out about even going to him in the first place, but
well, you should have. And you maybe should have considered something else. I will say no more on the subject. You probably shouldn't have told me in the first place. And don't tell anyone else.
Okay.
He puts like a hand on your shoulder, gives it a little bit of a squeeze. Your group has the night off from Amethyst. Take your time, lick your wounds. Tomorrow night, she's back on the clock, you're back on the clock. If you need anything, let me know as always. He begins to leave. And finishes leaving. And is now left.
Damn.
All right, I'll head back downstairs.
And so when Queen died a second time, and I was like, man, I guess I'm not doing a really good job taking care of them. But the lady at the pet store said that just sort of happens sometimes. And she gave me a third one. And this one I named Beatrice. And she gave me a new feed, and I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna use a new feed. And I was like, well, what if the new queen doesn't like Huey Lewis in the news like I like? And then so he
keeps talking, right? So I just reach over and I just fucking slap him as hard as I can with potens.
Oh god.
Actually, do you make an actual attack?
I'll just slap him off the chair. I won't fling him across. I won't go bitch crazy like everyone's favorite lady. So
You just want to hit him.
yeah, just backhand him across the face, sort of thing.
Sure. How much potence do you have?
1 dot.
How much strength do you have when it's not being buffed?
3. I need to change.
Okie doke. Yeah. So like you practically dislocate his jaw. And he goes and he hits the ground.
Yeah, I sort of look at him. I was like, I guess I don't know more on strength. I didn't mean to dislocate your jaw, but it is nice that you're not talking anymore.
Halfway through you saying that, he's in your face.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are red, and he says, "Don't ever hit me again, motherfucker." So then I was like, "What about
I hit Rodney?"
What if I like slowly introduce them to Huey Lewis in the news, and he just goes right back into talking?
Okay, everybody, I guess we're good for tonight. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty hungry.
I could eat.
Please don't make it sound like we're going out for fucking fries, because we're not. We're going out to drain the blood out of some fucking idiot.
Are you not used to that by now?
Look, mate, I don't fucking want to do any of this shit. We gotta do what we gotta do.
You think we don't want to do this?
Then don't make it sound like it's fucking pleasant, okay?
I mean, I like it.
Let's just fucking go.
Well, I'm glad everyone's in such a lovely mood.
Lavin is. I am intentionally being very quiet about everything. So I'm gonna pull Maria aside. Maria, can we talk? Yeah. So
You guys are sort of leaving as a group, but you guys can like hang back, you know?
lag behind a little bit.
Yeah.
So I heard what Rodney said before we all passed out last night. He doesn't remember?
I guess not.
But that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Garcia said I guess that happened sometime with his clan.
Also, I didn't mean to, but when I was looking for the tape up in your uncle's office, I sort of saw some cooked books.
So, Maria, I need you to make a frenzy check.
Shit.
Okay. How do I do that?
It's a self-control roll. It's only difficulty 3.
Wait, why is she making a frenzy check?
Because Maria knows what those books mean. And for a brief moment, she is going to have to suppress the desire to attack laughing.
Oh my god.
What's the roll?
Self-control.
What would that be?
Under virtues. It's next to backgrounds. Below knowledges.
Yours is set to instinct for some reason. It's self-control. That's probably confusing. I've clicked it back to normal. So virtues, conscience, self-control, courage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay, I'll roll this. Nothing, and other 2. So difficulty 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. So the important thing is that you feel that moment of like familial protection sort of surge through you, and your beast, which you have personally so far actually not really interacted with. Your beast is compelled to do something in that moment. And like very briefly you're just horrified and like, but it's Lavin and it's like I trust her and it's like my friends, and so you push that down.
Yeah. So
not, like,
Maria just like her fists suddenly clench and like she like looks down. I think just probably like trembles for a second. And like looks back up and just like just forget about all that. I don't think you guys are going to see him again.
Oh, okay. I just thought I should tell you. I won't bring it up again.
Okay, thank you.
Where should we go to feed?
Is there a club nearby? That seems to be an
where
easy
should we
place.
And I almost say to feed, and I stop myself before I say it too loud. Where are we going?
Where's the place with the nearest whores? And that's where we like to go, right?
Maybe Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
Oh, won't you please
Take me down.
take us home?
Yeah.
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 So I guess that song starts playing as the camera like pans up over the city.
I mean, it is a 90s Guns N' Roses song. So.
Yeah.
And you know, like the title card, LA at Night, etc.
Etc.
Yeah.
Etc.
And we end with a scene that only the audience sees. There's some dudes sitting around a table, and the more perceptive of our audience members, in the theoretical world where this is a television show, before anything, recognize these people. They're playing poker. They're sitting around a table. They recognize them as Amethyst's gang. And they're in a basement somewhere, and the door kicks in, denting the wall, and Amethyst is there with her hands in her pockets, and she's like, "Saddle up, bitches." And it goes black.
Damn it.
God damn.
No.
We have to kill Braden Price.
Oh,
No. Good thing my last name is Pace. So kill Braden Price as much as you want.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Let's do some shout outs. Let's start off with the always lovely Tuesday Gray. What up? How you doing? Where can people find you?
guys, we are not going to be fighting Sin Eaters next round because we got out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But this probably is going to be. We got out of there. How's that?
We are presently got out of there.
We are presently got out of there until Amethyst drags us back in next week, which is why you should tune in next week. And in the meantime, you can look for me in places that are / Tuesday Gray. Thanks for watching.
Nice. Let's go on over to the lady of the hour, the one with all the power, and apparently all the plot. Let's go to Tuxradamus. The hidden plot of Tuxradamus.
Yeah, today was a big Maria episode. A lot of stuff happened.
It was good though.
Yeah.
We met your sire, your uncle.
That was a fucking episode. Yeah, so thank you for watching tonight. Please join next time that we come around. If you'd like to help me get the ship ready, we can set sail. Be all good. Smooth sailing ahead. I'm Tuxradamus.
Sail out into the ocean.
Exactly. I'm Tuxradamus. You can find me all the places / Tuxradamus. And yeah, that was it. Just, thanks again for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed.
And last but not least, from the player's side, we have the Lord of the Manor, Lord Spooty. What up, sir? How you doing?
Great
Motherfucker
episode
drinks from a
tonight.
goddamn goblet, okay? You can't say
You're
he's on a
fucking right. Great episode tonight. Had a blast. I've not been doing a lot of streaming. I'm in the process of moving. Once I get settled in to the area where I am now, I will be doing some streaming. But I am still doing the podcast thing. So I link in the chat my current podcast. But surprise announcement, I am doing a new podcast. So follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be doing a call to action very soon about a brand new podcast that I'm putting out into the world. And I think it's going to be good. I've already secured the name for it through iTunes. Nobody else has his name, which is like the first step in having a successful podcast on iTunes, that nobody has taken that title from you. So it's going to be good. Follow me on Twitter. You might be able to help me. It's going to be an interview type show. So yeah, follow me on Twitter, and maybe you can help me out formulate the new podcast. It'd be awesome.
Nice. And last but not least, we have our storyteller for the session, Dr. Wreckage. What up, sir? How you doing?
Hi, everybody. Had a good time tonight. If you like what I do, you can find me. You can find me Wednesday and Thursday here on Die Party. Hopefully, I don't burn myself out. Wednesday will be Dead Man's Crest. Thursday will be Tux's new show, Polyrhythm, which is less self-explanatory than the pirate one. It's about dream agents, like Inception.
Polyrhythm's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was so tired. I was literally just about to say, it's like incest. And I was like, what? No. It's like incest.
That's the special Patreon show.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Hey, you got to pay to see that shit.
Yeah. But man,
Mommy,
if you
Daddy,
pay for that shit.
Incest ain't free.
But seriously, pay for it.
speaking of Patreon things, LA at Night has been devoid of any sort of Patreon benefits. And I'm not going to say what, but we have begun work on a very special, unique Patreon benefit that will be completely exclusive to LA at Night. So begin to enhypen your hype.
Shit.
The unhyped.
Oh, pissed off Rodney.
Oh,
Great.
do you see that shit? Oh, my god. It's so good.
Never hit him again.
Oh my god.
I fucking love you,
Bitch.
Arifedo.
Oh.
That is awesome.
I want you to feel my love for you coming through the internets. It's amazing.
Oh,
So fucking good.
I can't wait for more Rodney. Rodney gets me out of bed in the morning. It's the only thing that still gives me inspiration to live. So yeah, catch me at those new things. I'm also very excited for Polyrhythm and to continue GMing Dead Man's Crest.
Great.
Dave.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, consider following the channel. If you're feeling real saucy, why not subscribe and join the cockpit? Get access to the best emotes on Twitch and instant VOD access so you can catch up on all your favorite Die Party episodes without waiting for YouTube. Because YouTube's slow. And I have to actually edit those episodes. So,
Fuck YouTube.
what can we do? What can we talk about right now that hasn't already been talked about? I mean, Tuesday we have this another Die Party drawing board episode going up, which will be covering the mechanics of the Hollowworth Expedition game that we're going to be putting up in Tuesday's spot.
This is very confusing when there's a person named Tuesday in the
I know, right? Like, I can't figure out.
So we're going to be putting an actual role-playing game, playing Lavin in.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be.
Wow. That's news to me, by the way.
Yeah.
roll to acquire a matte portrait of Severus Snape.
Yeah. So that'll be going up on Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. Deadman's Crest and Polyrhythm going up as well. Whiskers and Whiskey will be back this week. And all of this month, we have Spooktember. We finished Alien Isolation yesterday. It wasn't a very good game, in my opinion. But the spooks continue with The Last of Us today, whatever's going
Now,
on.
I said to Dave, The Last of Us is not a horror game.
It is.
It's not, though. It's just got zombies. It's like a
Last
horror
of
game
Us
like
is
Left 4
not
Dead.
a horror game. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree,
it's got zombies in it like Left 4 Dead has zombies in it. It's not a horror
It's
game.
not a horror game.
I am playing it.
The Last of Us is.
It's a good game.
Is one of the.
So good.
Okay, listen. If you're trying to make an argument if whether or not video games are art or not art,
Oh,
The
come
Last of
I'm
Us
gonna cut this
is
off
an
right now
argument
because-
for art.
It's almost 4 a.m. in the morning for me. I'm fucking
There are-
tired. So
You know what game is the best game as an argument that video games are art?
What?
Quadrilateral Cowboy.
oh, fuck off. Okay.
No,
Anyways,
fuck you
guys,
if you don't think that.
thank you
fuck
very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's episode. We will be doing a lot more Die Party as the weeks come. So buckle in, motherfuckers. Buckle in. Good night.
Bye.